set up the feed on Radio Vegas.rocks. Welcome.
Radio Vegas.
It's Greasy Conversation.
There you go.
Wait just a moment.
You need that. You need that sound effect, the fast forward selector.
That one?
Yeah.
Coming now at you. Whoa.
Fucking in hell of a like rave songs in the 90s, I feel like.
Yeah, dude. Some Chemical Brothers.
Yeah, I've actually been hell listening to Chemical Brothers lately, dude.
Nice.
I'm going through their whole discography, dude.
Dude, all right, so real
Chemical Brothers you're talking about?
Yeah.
hot take. I was in rehab like a couple weeks ago, and I found MTV One the last night I was in there, and they're playing Chemical Brothers. It just made my whole stay like better. I was like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
the
dude.
outside world. Chemical Brothers in the 90s, a music video on an old MTV show.
Plus, like, they don't have
Like
bad
throwback.
music videos. Like, all their music videos are
Yeah,
good.
this one was like just a white girl like wandering through and just sitting in her apartment watching war on TV. It's pretty 90s.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the 90s and
Yeah.
things that came from the 90s, I don't know if that's a segue or not, but
Flagged.
We came from the 90s.
that's right. It's Greasy Conversation. It's back. We're back. You're back together. And with one another, we're going to investigate dank news that's already been investigated by other people. Ooh. Wow, a little movement there. Sorry.
Oh, you're
Headphone
good.
over there
man.
getting intimate with the microphone.
No
So we've got Brian Gibson and Tiffany Salerno here.
Yeah.
Brian's putting together a
Welcome back.
podcast soon. We're doing the pre-hype for it right now, reintroducing you to him. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see how that podcast comes together. Dirty Window, front-loading it. Front-loading it isn't part of your name. The thing's called Dirty Window.
Yeah.
I'm front-loading the plug
Yeah.
and its position in the show. And stay tuned to greasyconversation.com for further links to that action. But right now, it's deep diving time.
It's time. All right, boys. We got peak humanity. All right. I don't know if we can top this one.
Starting at the top, yeah.
Cheetos Mac and Cheese, boys. All right,
What?
flaming hot Cheetos Mac and Cheese, dog.
Whoa. Say that.
Cheesy jalapeno.
I mean, like hot mac and cheese to begin with is like a great way to start anything.
Is that what it is? Hot mac and cheese?
or just like flaming.
No, it's just cheese.
I thought it was mac and cheese flavored Cheetos.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Flavor.
I have it backwards.
cheese.
Oh no, mac and cheese with Cheetos.
Cheetos
Ingredients.
flavored mac
Oh
and
no,
cheese.
I was
Yeah.
right. That's how I was picturing it. Yes.
I don't know how
Like,
to picture
With
it.
Chester Cheetah on a box of mac and cheese.
They should reverse it, too. Make both ends. You know, the Cheetos.
Oh, do like mac and cheese
the-
flavored Cheetos?
Yeah, and then
I'm
do
into
the
that
mac and cheese.
too.
But I'm sure like
Cheese.
Lay's already did the mac and cheese flavor. I'm sure.
It's
Yeah.
the same parent company, so they can.
Oh
totally-
yeah, they can do it. Yeah, I forgot all foods owned by like
Nestle.
3 different companies.
Yeah, no, that one's Pepsi.
Oh, gotcha. Of course.
What am I doing? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
that's
interesting.
yeah.
But the most interesting thing about this article is that it says recipe searches for Cheetos are up 192%
Ah.
year on year. So like
Quarantine.
these flaming hot Cheeto recipes are just getting more.
well timed.
They've gone viral.
Dun, dun, dun.
What can you make? Well, what do you mean recipes? You know, like.
Well, like
now I'm
dude,
curious.
anything you can bread and fry, you can just use like flaming hot Cheetos as the breading.
Nice.
It's like
So-
prison
Quesadilla.
status.
Everything,
Or like
could
crumpled up Doritos.
Heaven.
You can
prison
deep fry
status.
everything.
I
So
want to try the jalapeno though.
yeah,
The
Sure, it would be dope.
Jalapeno.
let us know your
Cheetos,
take on
mac
I
that.
mean, I don't think life gets much better than that.
That should have been the standard anyway. I feel like they should have
Right?
started at the top.
They've been sleeping on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2020, dog.
We should have had that shit in the 90s. Can you
Yeah.
imagine those commercials though? Fucking
Chester Cheeto busting in like
Right.
Kool-Aid Man. I don't know.
hell yeah.
You're gonna need more elbows.
Do like a
Yeah.
Chester Cheetah and then the hamburger helper dude crossover.
Yeah.
I see you eating our fluffy snacks, but there's no elbows.
Yeah.
We're bringing the elbows.
And the fucking elves come in from Nestle. Or
Oh, the
what?
Keebler
Yeah,
elves, dude.
Keebler elves.
Dude,
And there
it's
he was
just
in the
kung
mix.
fu battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
Jordan
future.
agrees.
I want to see that
Holla.
commercial.
Dude,
Hello.
Look
I
at
was
me.
there the whole time. Like I
I'm
felt like
glossy.
that commercial is just happening.
Oh yeah, you can see in this camera angle that we're getting a new wall. Look at that. You can.
Oh yeah.
There, boom, fresh wall. Yeah.
Oh,
Stay tuned. That's a update. We've got the most exciting things to talk to you about today. And so what's next after cheese time? Let's put a bow on that
Yeah.
elbow story.
So it turns out our solar system is shaped like a deflated croissant.
I saw that. I did see this, and it's wild. It's not even
Yeah.
formed like anything, right?
Yeah, it like
It's formless.
it looks
It's
like
an
the
amoeba.
worst croissant ever.
Yeah, is like croissant really the best?
Yeah.
Like you
So
had to describe how to make a croissant to someone. They couldn't see any pictures,
Looks kind of like a sheep's
and they had to
stomach.
make it from memory.
Yeah, it looks like a shoe in a stomach.
The stomach of a lamb.
Oh, there you go. It does look like a stomach, though.
bagpipes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
It's like
a stom-
haggis.
It's like a heart. It's like a cicada.
Why does it have red stripes?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's like gravity.
Is
String
Oh,
theory, dog.
okay.
String
Yeah.
theory.
Those are veins? It has
Wait,
veins?
go up.
It's yarn for the string.
So this is the shape of the universe, you said, or like smaller?
What's that?
Oh, just the solar system. Wow, it does not look like our solar system goes in there.
Where are we?
Yeah, what am I even looking at, really?
You know?
That means they've reached the edge.
What does any of this mean?
That means we're there.
You have
Yeah,
what
there's
planets
like
swing
solar
around?
systems will have like general shapes,
Flat solar
and then
system.
there's like
flat
empty
Earth.
space in between solar systems, and then even larger gaps.
So that's
in the
just
galaxy.
one of them. That's just ours.
Yeah, that's ours.
That's
yeah,
wild.
and there's like normal spirals, and there's like
Are there
circular
flat
ones.
ones
So-
like flat Earth?
I
that
need
they
a
cut
Radio
half
people,
right?
you can tune into
I may be too
greasyconversation.com
stoned
and see what we're looking at live. There's a couple links to see it. And you don't really have to look to know that it's kind of like a half shrimp
Yeah.
sheep stomach thing. And like, what's this shrimp tail part? What planet goes in there? What's going on?
It's growing another one.
We might need to revisit this one. I don't know if it's dank enough for me to like
yeah, totally.
understand it yet.
We'll catch
Developing dankness.
Yeah, developing. It's dankening.
Yeah.
This one's got to fester longer for me to understand what's going on.
Who's that chick
Whoa,
with
this
the
picture.
fish?
So I
Whoa.
shouldn't just say this picture, but describe it to you a little bit. It's just colorful swooshyfulness going to the right of some glow dot.
It looks like Earth to me,
Oh,
raised
comet.
in a race.
I guess I described
Okay.
a comet. I could have just said it's, I'm looking at a comet.
Yeah.
But it's glowy. It's majestic. All right.
So dramatic reenactment.
Hey, can
of
I
the
ask you
comet.
guys what's so crazy about comets? Like, why do people? Because you just see them. That's it.
Well, they come from far away. Most of the comets,
That's the hype.
like practically all of the comets still are like part of the solar system, but they go further away and come back out, and they're made of different things, and they could have chunks from when the solar system was younger.
Yeah. That's
Every
crazy.
once in a while, like we've seen one that it was swung past us so quick. It was that cigar-shaped one, like Hamama Walama Layla.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it actually came from outside the solar system. It's our only experience with one, a
That's
rock
nuts.
busting by, but it was too fast for us to try to land on it or anything.
So this is just the shape of our
Yeah.
system
Yeah.
for our sun and our planets.
I don't know what this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
All-
that's
all
what
the
I'm
way out-
saying. I'm like,
all
where
the way
are
out to
we?
the edge.
I'm so stoned, but that's not the.
That's
I mean,
not
Galaxy.
it, right?
okay.
Yeah.
That's not all there
It's
is.
not the Milky Way galaxy. It's just our solar,
Yeah, our solar
system,
system.
Yeah.
within the Milky Way
Yes.
galaxy.
And then there's multiple galaxies, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is like
Oh,
what
yes.
it used to look like, right? Is this like the OG version of it before it got all disky?
I love whoever called it deflated croissant got
Milky
like
Way-
quoted.
Wait, Milky
Yeah,
Way
because it could be like a
galaxy
lot of different.
Is a disk. Yeah.
Oh, you know
The
what?
heliosphere.
We're probably really little in there, and that's like
That's what I'm
probably
thinking.
our cloud around
Yeah.
us, like our placenta.
I think we're at the bottom.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
all the way to the border of
To like the K. What is it?
the Kuiper Belt,
Kuiper Belt.
Yeah.
Border of the
Heliosphere.
unknown.
which is where all like a lot of the comets we see come from.
So
They
I
get
thought
knocked
the
out of belt.
helios, yeah, I thought the heliosphere would be like more of a bubble, and it's more haggisy than that. That's what we're looking at then.
It's
Freaking
Yeah, do you think
heliosphere.
like they had a vote for what it looks
Yeah.
like?
yeah.
Like in the office,
Definitely.
they like because it looks like a lot of different things. Like it could be a lot of weird looking fucking things.
They had to have voted
It
on
looks
the
like a
angle
fish.
because it's 3D. They had to
Yeah.
decide what angle they were
Which
going to look at.
orientation.
Oh
yeah.
man, this is
Yeah.
Actually seems a lot more involved. But
What are
It
the
was-
strings? Now you got me tripping. Like, what are
What
those?
are
That's
the
gravitational
strings?
waves.
Oh, okay.
maybe, I don't
Right?
know. I'm just guessing.
It's the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, they're
space
red, and I'm
fabric.
searching for the
Whoa.
word red in this article, and it's not getting me anywhere.
Yeah, they don't explain.
There's
Space
9 ways
threats.
to get paid as a what? What does that ad?
I don't know.
No more.
What's an ad and what's real? I don't even know. FCC, save us. Yeah, there's all kinds of. Okay,
I wish.
I wish. So what other things
So
await us?
archaeologists have found. Let me wait till the longest
uh,
sound effect of all time. I think they have found the world's first zoo in Egypt.
OG
The
zoo.
world's first zoo in Egypt.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Don't
Yeah,
ride
the
elephants.
World in Egypt. 2 different locations. What do you mean?
Well, no, the
I
first
mean,
zoo in the world.
Don't
Evidence
ride
of the
elephants.
first zoo
Oh, ever.
is in Egypt.
Okay,
yeah, that's where
gotcha.
they discovered the.
Sick.
But they just unearthed this place, Hierakonpolis,
Ah.
and they found like humans buried, but they also found a bunch of animals like baboons and shit.
If you don't
Which-
want to Google this, you can go to greasyconversation.com and read our news notes. They're actually a linked Google Docs in the article for this episode.
Damn. That's tight.
So
did
it doesn't.
they find like a structure, like enclosures
Yeah,
for,
that's what I was
for the
wondering.
animals and stuff?
Yeah, were there
it doesn't
pens?
really look like
they
it. I couldn't
speculating?
find it. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It's more. It's a lot of speculation.
It's mostly like a mass horde of just dead baboons.
like, It could just been a
Crazy.
rich person's house and they had a lot of pets.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see that. That's the new narrative.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things. So, but I mean, they say zoo. Why would they go for zoo like right away?
I know, right? Well, clickbait.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Zoo. They're crazy.
Well, if you look at things from
crazy
that
animals.
era and no one else has that level of like Tiger King situation, then
Yeah,
you
that's
got to
true.
declare zoo.
I
I
hope it
wonder
was a Tiger King
how old
situation.
that concept is, though, to have a collection of animals to view, like just
Yeah,
as like a spectacle, or to like
because this would be
Yeah, who
like
started that?
6,000 years.
Holy
This-
shit.
because they probably had companion animals.
I know
Dude,
there's
yeah.
something built into us that makes us want to pet cute furry things.
Yeah.
It's innate from something. Something put that in our genes.
Or even just see them like, I mean, memories of going to the zoo as a kid. Like they were cool, and it's cool seeing all those animals. But now I'm like, you know, it's kind of fucked up,
Yeah,
man.
I know,
Like
yeah,
it's
me
way
too.
fucked up, dude.
I'm
When I even
not-
think of a zoo, I'm like, man, that kind of sucks.
so prisony,
Yeah.
especially birds. Like I shouldn't rank animals and souls and stuff, but man, are birds smart.
If there
it
was
looks
a
seem
rank,
like
though,
such-
birds are up there.
Yeah, they feel like such prisoners in people's
Yeah.
homes sometimes. I'm sure there's nice homes for birds.
Because they've got like all the space they're used to, you know.
Yeah.
Take
I-
them out of the most space.
And
on
even
the
when they're
planet.
like loving, it seems like Stockholm syndrome. It's like you're stuck there anyway.
Dude, my boss at work, my foreman, he races doves. So
No, that's cool. Doves I get
Yeah.
because like they have like a
Sick.
family and a house, and they've been bred like dogs or cats to like live with us,
yeah.
and they're into it. That's totally
yeah,
different.
yeah, you raise them in a
Pigeons,
certain way.
like that whole, which are all the same animal. Right? So
Yeah.
yeah, okay, total
like,
exception there.
Also,
Sorry.
like doves, like when people
That's a
buy doves
domestic.
for events, they always let them go.
Yeah.
So that's. But I always wonder, is it like one of those things where someone like lets a dove go and then like a hawk comes by and eats it right away?
So what happens is
I
he
didn't
told
know
me
that happened.
so
I've
funny.
only seen it where it was like you pay a guy that has his own and he brings them in his
Yeah.
cage, and they all
Mhm.
fly back to his coop later.
and they learn that that's home.
Yeah.
And they send them out and they measure
Oh,
the
all right.
speed of the bird. It doesn't matter how far they go; it's how fast they go in that duration. And he won like $3,000. It's actually a pretty lucrative thing, I guess. He's really into like. He's like, you got to think about the bird kingdom or the animal kingdom, bro. And like ants. I could tell this guy had an ant farm when he was younger, and he just thinks like,
Whoa.
you gotta
What if
think like the animals.
That was your secret
Like,
detective powers, like you could sense when someone had an ant farm when they were little.
dude, yeah. And it changes your perspective on shit, you know.
Right.
He's right.
So
He's
how-
a hick though, and I
How
love
he
it.
manages all the other ants, all the people.
Yeah, he looks at like how they help each other, and you know what I mean, like the structure of society that they form, no matter what. And I was like, "What does the queen do?" She just fucking sits there. I'm like, "What's the point of that?"
She works a lot harder than that. Don't
Does she?
diminish her
Does she,
role.
though?
Someone's got a boss, you know.
Yeah, you're right,
She's
boss
pregnant
bitch.
all the time, though.
Right.
She can't do much.
They like rally in her honor.
Yeah,
That's like a cultural landmark for them.
I love that.
Like your queen sucks.
yeah. Dude, I gotta look into that more, cause yeah, they do like fight each other and shit. That's crazy.
Or there's like ant species that'll go raid other
Yeah.
species of ants nests and use them as slaves and shit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, the
gnarly.
parasitic ones that like find hosts. That's awesome concept to think about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing freaks me out
Trippy.
like that, like the porpoises that end up like getting beaten up by dolphins.
Yeah, that's not an ant. That's a parasite. It like burrows
Oh.
into their brain and like takes them over and like uses the body and then
The
eats
cordyceps
body.
mushroom.
Cordyceps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
that's what they're called.
Oh, yeah, it's like
yeah,
a fungus.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
It is. It is, and it makes them climb a thing, and then it sprouts out of their head and sprinkles down, and
Yeah.
other ants walking below.
That's fucking awesome.
And the ants know it's a thing, and they'll like grab someone infected and like go run them outside of the ant
yeah.
town.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Pretty
that's
dope.
what I'm saying though. Like on all levels of existence, it's fucking structured, and we forget our structure sometimes. Like, I don't know. Right now, there's all these riots. I don't know. It just goes. You can
Yeah.
fucking zoom in on any part of this grand spectacle. that is life.
Totally. Holla, Buck, and Jordan helping out in the chat. Woo.
Hierarchy.
Bird is the word. Yes, it is, sir.
Yeah. All right. How about
Definitely.
Australia has a Shazam for spiders and snakes.
Yeah,
So it's basically an app,
check this out.
and you take a picture. Take a picture of a spider or snake, and it'll tell you if it's venomous or not.
Dig it.
But it's Australia, so the app just says, just
Yeah,
always
like
says
everything.
it's venomous. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very easy app.
So
Damn.
I wonder if they're like made a lot of money with this, because everyone knows. Like if I was in Australia, you just err on the side of caution. Like it doesn't matter if it's venomous or not. You just treat it
Yeah,
like it is,
yeah.
because every fucking thing else is.
Now you gotta take a picture of it, and you're probably
Right.
bit.
I'm
You know.
not
Yeah.
gonna go full screen on the spiders. I'll spare
And
you
they're-
guys.
There you
That's
go.
like the exact spider from Arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Watch,
man.
this is just a
Dude,
clip
that
from
movie was sick.
Arachnophobia. It's
Yo,
just-
classic.
Oh my god, I gotta watch that.
Why
again.
is there tape on this
Yeah,
person's
what's up with the
shoes?
shoes?
Yeah, there's extra layers to this.
Whoa.
Hey, you know what? Those look like a good pair of work boots.
Dude, that,
Like
I
they
used
both-
to duct tape my
They
shoes.
go,
Oh,
both
yeah,
got
hella.
messed up in the same way, so they're like bandaged in the same way or like repaired in the same way.
That's
Or-
in high school when I used to skate and shit.
Yeah.
Hella duct tape on my shoes.
Dude, yeah.
This app is
Absolutely.
classist.
What's that?
This app is
Oh,
classist.
right.
The
Really?
marketing's like, yeah, for you blue collar people in the muck with your duct tape shoes.
You run
Getting
around.
billed.
Shoe wearing people.
Yeah, this is for you.
When you're done line cooking, you can check out your boot spiders. Wait, what?
What about us snowshoes people?
Yeah.
What
Some-
about us people who wear loaves of bread for shoes?
Something's
It's a
exploitive here.
big demographic there.
Speeders, like
What?
skeeters.
Yes.
Dude, I
Instead
couldn't
of
imagine
spiders?
like
Speeders.
these giant ass spiders. Like if I saw a giant ass
Dude,
Australian
no.
spider in my house, like I would just
I'd move
not
out.
go. Yeah,
Let him live there.
just like
Like,
not
it's
go
your
to my
house,
house
dude.
anymore.
It's your house now, Spider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
I'll
go,
kindly move.
cool man.
I'll take the backyard.
You
Cool.
win, dude.
Anything you want, bro.
Just let me grab my tent, man.
Moving out.
Man.
I'll pay rent, bro. It's
Wait,
cool.
Who are those people?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh no, it's just an ad. Thought it was
Oh.
some other
Dude,
cool
ads are
picture.
so
Yeah,
funny. You
The
keep
ads
scrolling
take
and, like,
over the show sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, when they just like pop up in the middle of
That is
articles, but it
huge,
looks
though.
like it could be part of the article.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, how can I? What are the 9 ways I can make money? You know. I feel like a girl in a tank top.
Right? What
sometimes.
happened to these celebs from 10 years ago? They haven't been in
Princess
anything.
Diana was a little I
Like,
don't know.
they went on with their lives. That's all.
I'll never believe what she drives now.
What a headline though! Like they go on with their lives. Fucking
Right.
Leonardo
I recognize
DiCaprio goes
Jason
on
Bateman.
living.
Did you know these two celebs were together? You'll never believe how weird their kids look.
Dude, did you hear Leo poop the or someone pooped the bed and they pooped their bed?
No, that was Amber Heard,
There you go.
Johnny Depp's
Amber
ex.
Turd.
Yeah, Amber Turd. She shat in their bed as a
Nice.
joke, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not buying the joke.
Man.
there.
That's a real way to own it.
Dude, I don't
I
know.
meant to do that.
Never even had a close encounter. I don't know. That's
Isn't
just
that
me.
though? Like that's
No one uses real poop as a joke, though.
Yeah.
right.
That's just
Yeah.
gross.
The whole level of like using jokes as an excuse to do
Shit
terrible
like that.
things.
Like whip your nuts out or
yeah,
something on
to do
someone.
like just really just
Grotesque
shitty
shit.
stuff, or just be a generally shitty person. Like that excuse is, nah,
Long
man,
gone.
it fucking sucks that
Yeah.
is out there.
Dude, people act like that. Dude, those kids, the something brothers, they got fucking
The
a felony.
Dobre brothers?
No, it wasn't Dobre. It was fucking,
Oh.
they got a federal crime or whatever because they did a bank heist prank.
Oh.
And they had like a bunch of money and ski masks, and then they're like, what? It's a prank, bro. Like,
What if you like succeeded in heisting the bank though? Would it still be a prank?
I don't know
Yeah,
if they heisted
right?
the bank. I think they just had a bunch of cash in a bag and were running like it
No, it's
was.
like
And the
this.
cops got called, so they're like, dude, you can't fucking do that.
Is this a segue to the local Jake Paul news?
I was thinking so, yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect opportunity.
Or is it Logan Paul? I mix them
Was
up.
it Graffiti
Not where-
Museum? That guy like tortures girls or some shit. I don't know, man. I heard about it.
I
a
have
little
no
bit.
idea.
You have to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, there was a dude
But
who lives
probably.
there, Armand Izadi, who lives in the
Yeah.
same home as Jake Paul. So I don't know if Jake Paul is actually involved. It says he was out of town.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
let's
he
let's
got-
give a little more background. So
Mhm.
there's a graffiti mansion, but it looks like a pink mansion to me. That,
Yeah.
But like, hold, let me pull this up because I don't even remember what Paul this is or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I get him confused. I'm like, which one has the show?
Yeah, if you don't
Jake?
know like who
Oh,
Jake
of
Paul
course
is,
it's
like
Jake
don't
Paul.
Don't even go there.
Look for it. Just
Yeah,
don't even bother.
We googled
leave
this
it out, you
for
know.
you, so we won't ruin your search history anymore.
Well,
I
just
mean, to
know
be
it-
totally honest, this is just filler,
It's just every. It's every
I-
day, bro.
right? I just like kind of, it's just one of those people where you're like,
And
any
Jake
opportunity
Paul,
you can talk shit about him,
Yeah.
just take it.
Jake Paul had another party and he
So
sucks.
he wasn't there, but SWAT raided this place looking
Yeah.
for him because
guns.
he's on camera participating in a riot allegedly.
Yeah.
So he's like on the lam right now.
Dude, why do they keep fucking up? Just be rich.
This house looks
Just
like the
let's chill.
yeah, just chill rich.
Just
or
chill,
what.
dude. You
Well,
live in
'cause
Calabasas or whatever.
The thing is, he's not rich. He is in a
has to-
cycle where he spent so much money on what he has now. The
Mhm.
next things he produces
It's a
have
hustler.
to make enough money to cover what he already to
Yeah.
cover his current living.
And you could see that in his content.
That's why he
dude,
gets so
like-
desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets real desperate and weird.
He has no padding.
Yeah. It's such a weird world, right? Entertainment. Like I was watching
That's
that.
not a good example of entertainment.
No, it's not. No,
Yeah.
dude. There's a whole YouTube
But it's,
world.
it's new media. He
Yeah.
is an example
It's the
of where
Wild
a lot
West.
of a lot of people are doing it.
I feel like this show is the Wild West, and I've told you that
Yeah!
in the garage days. I really
That's
have.
right.
I was like, dude, this is gonna be something one day, and now you guys have a fucking little backyard, little.
Now it's really similar to when you said that.
Yeah.
But a
It's
little
gonna
better.
be, and I feel like I'm gonna say this again in a year or two. It's gonna be even better. But
I
it's the
think we have
Wild West. the
Better
YouTube.
camera angles. We at least have better camera angles. Gosh darn it.
There you go. That's all you need on
Yeah,
YouTube.
look at this.
You just see a bunch of fast editing too.
So
Like,
proud of this angle.
what, bruh? You just
Oh yeah, we
see
have a bunch
that.
of jump cuts,
Yeah.
even though it's live.
Yeah. That's a bruh.
No, the twitchy way I'll get into switching cameras sometimes obnoxiously. It might as well be like that. It's like
I
Mission
watch-
Impossible live.
I watch way too much YouTube, dude. I love it.
What's are your favorites?
Well,
things on
obviously H3H3. And
Yeah.
I liked your Gooden. And I like, that group
I'm an H3
stupid
fan.
reaction shit.
Uh-huh.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, you know we're up on that reactions tip.
I like that chapter. That
I'm-
chapter is a cool murder mystery thing, and it explains murder cases.
I'm hard into car YouTube right now,
Yeah?
especially Donut Media, which
Donut
won
Media.
for best sports YouTube channel,
Dope.
even though it's about cars.
Dude, YouTube channels get deep. Like, she watches all this sword
So
making
fun.
shit, and I'm like, I didn't even know you're into swords and irons.
Well,
Like, yeah, I love it.
Sometimes it's more about the fun personalities.
Yeah, it
especially
is.
Donut Media is
Yeah.
like transcends cars.
Better
for sure.
camera angles.
Sword
Like you just
smithing,
said. Oh, camera angles.
blade smithing is like an art. It's
Yeah.
it's an art form. It's like very intricate, hard work, and it's with your
Concentrated.
hands. And
Who are your
sweat and
bladesmith
blood.
people?
Calloused
Man at
hands.
Arms, reforged.
Shout out to Men at Arms.
No, this is interesting.
No, it is
No, they
actually.
recreate weapons from like anime and cartoons.
So have you
and
Like
seen-
Kingdom
Oh, that's
Hearts
video
and
games?
shit. Yeah.
Have you seen Bobby
Final
Duke?
Fantasy.
No.
He's adjacent to that, but he'll make like a little tiny sword that's super realistic out of like
Nice.
a chunk of metal that was funny to make it out of. I forget what, but he'll do like a guitar body out of like a bunch of crayons or something, or
Nice.
like
Oh, that's
colored
dope.
pencils. A lot of sculpture. He'll like go
like the
full sculpture
micro,
out of
like the
weird
micro
things.
sculptures.
Not
Right.
as much, but he has.
Okay.
Like he made a sword that was like a micro sculpture out of like I think it was like a spoon or something.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And yeah, he'll use machinery and sculpting skills to like make a Bobby Duke Arts.
There
He's
you
a
go.
weird
That's really
fella
cool.
too. Lots
I
of
love
weird
it.
faces and jump cuts.
And do you know him? Oh, jump cuts? I'm into it. I'm fucking subscribed
There's jump
already.
cuts.
No, for real, it kind of like appeals to the ADD new fashion of thinking.
I love
Oh,
edutainment.
Whoa, it just
I like
flashed
the
at me. I'm
edutainment
gonna keep
lane.
watching.
Edutainment,
I like just trying to go like as deep as you can on like a certain rabbit hole. You just keep going.
Me
I will
too.
never get off like a YouTube subject.
Me either.
I'm just like, all right, and then you just end up on some weird shit.
Dude,
That's
like
tangentially
conspiracy
related.
shit, you never find conspiracies on YouTube anymore. You search for them, all that comes up is ABC or NBC, and you don't find the real deep cuts. You know what I mean? Like, there's censorship
They're
going
still
on,
out
dog.
there.
They're
It's-
out there, but you need the real. It's weird.
Yeah, YouTube's not going to promote those because YouTube
Yeah.
can't make any ad revenue on them. Because
Yeah.
like Frito-Lay doesn't want to put their Doritos
There
mac
is
and
a lot
cheese on
of
those.
flat Earth material though.
Yeah, but it doesn't really
Yeah.
come up.
Dude, I love it.
is
Some
what
of
I'm
it
saying.
more sneaks up than is necessary.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I kind of like those guys. Like Joe Rogan is like the poster child for that because he has like CIA agents on, and then. You know
But
what I
not.
mean?
I wouldn't say he's a poster child for that. Actually,
Conspiracies?
really,
I feel like that's
in
his
any
aspect.
more than the opposite, because he has the complete opposite on also.
He's
just will
open-minded.
he's like how Art Bell would just let people talk, but
Exactly.
he doesn't just seek out just weirdos.
No, he doesn't. He has interesting people on, but they all kind of have a shade of that. To me, that's how I
Well, it's
interpret
just
it.
allowing any of it seems radical at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But Joe
crazy
Rogan,
world. It's the Wild West, dude. You gotta censor some shit.
like there's old Joe Rogan, and then there's now he kind of people are more
Sold out.
vetted.
yeah.
I wouldn't say
Dude, he's like 3 times a week.
dude sold out every arena he plays. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's dude. His life must be. Think about waking up as Joe Rogan. You gotta go do the podcast, and you gotta test everybody that comes on the podcast. Probably.
I don't think he like tests people. I think it's just like
Who do you think
know.
writes for him? How do you think his format
what
is?
would be written.
That's
He's-
what I'm saying.
He talks
I'm like,
about his format all the time.
does he?
Yeah, his
I didn't
format's
get
just to get a good conversation that's interesting to hang out with.
I just can't see that going well every time like it
So
does.
he's just reading all the time.
It didn't.
All the time.
Yeah, he's
about,
reading it all. That'd be crazy.
Like, well, his subjects, he's got to know, like, what everyone's about.
That's
and
what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I was saying it'd
yeah.
be funny if it was scripted.
Well, yeah,
It's
I'm
like
like
3
wondering
hours.
if there's a fucking loose script where you're
There
gonna
isn't all.
bring up the book. That's about
At
it.
best, he might have
Yeah.
a couple bullet points to ask
Yeah.
someone. But even when it's someone that's an author, oftentimes they'll have them on without reading their book.
Dude, Chuck Palahniuk, that was a great one. There's a lot of
Yeah.
interesting people.
I like
out
the
there.
mushroom guy.
Yeah,
Paul Stamets.
Yeah.
dude, it's all about finding those people out here in Vegas and bringing them on Greasy Conversation. You know what I mean? That's like what
I'm
you're,
honestly not
you're not trying to.
like I'm not into this rat race of like
No,
the prestige of who I can bring on the show, because
that's good.
I'm much more comfortable with the chemistry of people that I've already had a good conversation with, whether they've been on the show before or not.
Yeah,
It's a sort of vetting. I think Joe Rogan does that more now too. I think he doesn't
Yeah.
have randos on as much as he used to.
exactly.
It'll catch him off guard.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what I was saying. Like, how can you not be scripted at a certain point? You have to know what you're getting into.
Well, there's a difference between scripted and having an outline.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's
outline's gold. You know, just
Dude,
a
teach
bulleted
me, because
list.
I need a podcast thing
Yeah.
going like next week, and I'm trying to think all these things during the week. I'm like, how do I start? Well, I just
Okay.
want to rant, but how do you rant? You can't
This-
just rant dead air.
This
know?
is
Where
a
we could
life-like
get it
thing.
going.
Lists. Buddhism's into it.
Lists,
Lists, just in general.
Buddhism lists.
Each item of the list can be one word or several words, but the idea is you have these items,
bullet points.
and you can make an outline and have bullet points indented from other bullet points. And that's major. I just do that all the time with
Yeah, you
anything I
stem
want to
off,
get out of my
yeah.
head.
And he wants to do freeform, but it can still be freeform. You speak extemporaneously.
Yeah, you just have a list of bullet
Yeah.
points,
and then
talking
just
points.
go off.
Dude, we've met with.
And if you lose it, you go to a point and then
yeah,
wrangle it back in
I
with
don't
that.
do that well. I don't.
But I mean,
But
that's
you will have
crucial.
me, and I'll guide you.
Yeah.
Like I have done podcast experiments before, and I've interviewed a lot of people, and so
it's off the cuff though. Admit it. You know, we
yeah,
both
it
talked
can
about
still be off the cuff, and I can
Okay.
still like keep you organized.
it. All right.
You're
Well,
so nervous about
Yeah,
that.
don't think in absolutes, Brian.
I know. I worry about what other people think. I do worry about the rat race, Waz. You know this
Uh-huh.
about me. And not too much, but it's on my mind. Like, you know, you
Well,
have a status and
you
you,
don't
have a
wanna
reputation.
Do something and then have it feel like you didn't do it the best you
Yeah.
could, or at least you didn't give it like a fair try. Like it
Yeah.
feels weird to not like, well, get a running start, dive in there, I kind of
That's what I
half
like to
lost
do.
my point and it just turned into
No,
weird
but,
platitudes.
well, what you just said was just dive in there, and that's what I want to do. I paid for some.
I've been
yeah.
hearing a lot that you gotta just show up. Like you're ahead of a lot of people by just showing up.
I like being in the mix, dude.
Yeah.
Look, I need a carpenter. I'm like, hell yeah,
You
Bobby,
know, I
what's up,
hate
dog?
hearing 110%, because 110%, like by definition, is not sustainable.
Oh,
So I hate hearing people say that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you know,
What do you like hearing people say?
I like hearing people say, "Give it 80%." So you give yourself
80%?
some
That's
headroom.
75.
You want
80.
some headroom, so when things get
Yeah.
crazy, you don't just peak right away.
Yeah.
Or do like 80% like 5 days a week instead of 110 like 2, you know?
I like that.
Yeah.
See, I've been dude, like it's the summertime, it's hot, and I've just been in this fucking mood where it's depression, but it's not. It's kind of I'm sick, my body's hot. But you know what I mean? Like, and
Your
it's hard
body
to
is
get
hot.
stuff done mentally. I get distracted by these outside external.
Don't blame the heat. It happens anyway.
I know. I just don't do well in it, dude. I like freaked out at work the other day. I'm wondering if
I don't
like
do well in
fucking-
the heat either, though. I'm like super nocturnal because of it.
Wonder if I'm like bipolar because I keep freaking out lately.
Of course, you're bipolar.
I know, but are you guys? Do you have a freak? When's the last
I'm-
time you freaked out, bro?
Oh well, just because I
know.
haven't freaked out
Okay.
big in a minute doesn't mean
You haven't.
that I'm not bipolar. Because I do little
with
freak
it?
outs more often.
But you
I think it's
manage
better to
them.
freak out small repeatedly rather than big
Yeah.
suddenly.
I think you got to learn how to cope with it.
Yeah, or like steer into it sometimes and just
Yeah,
like
lean
have a
into
little
it,
mild
lean
freak
into
out
it.
so it's over with before it's crazy.
That's what I've been doing.
There's a lot of having to be honest with yourself about
Yeah.
like, because there's always more than one of you that wants different
Repression.
things.
Yeah, the shadow self,
So
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hate to find out later that I betrayed another one of me that really wanted something different,
Yeah.
and I let that person down to later become that person that I let
Dude.
down.
Like when I asked you guys how much weed do you smoke, that's like asking basically a cry for help. Like, dude, am I smoking too much because I feel like I just space out all fucking day and I can't get anything done because I'm stressed about getting stuff done, and it's a crazy cycle you get in. It's
one of those
anxiety.
things, it's
I
not
guess,
as much
by
how
definition.
much, but what order you do it in.
Yeah, you
'Cause
just have
it's-
to start.
It's good to treat weed like a reward, although I do like to use a splash of it to get over myself and overthinking something to get at least started.
Yeah.
I'll trick myself into starting, and then I can keep rolling. But getting started is the hardest.
Yeah, like I draw and paint a lot, so if I bust out the paints, it's like already done. It's a done deal.
Yeah, I
But
will
getting
spend
out.
like 80% of the time on a project, like watching YouTube, grabbing some bits of it, piling them together, Googling,
And
having
you
some
do a
tabs
lot,
up.
in my
and
mind.
that part will feel like goofing off. And then in that last 20% of it really flopping together,
You're putting it
it's-
together.
all these things end up having been done. After like kicking myself for feeling like I'm not doing it.
Yeah, the whole
very,
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're doing
just because I'm not like
increments.
full rush the whole
Yeah.
100% of it, and
Mm-hmm.
80% of it's more like prep and goofing off, and then still all these things pile up that got done. It's weird.
Yeah. No, I kind of feel that. I've just been wondering like how to manage that better because I know everyone deals with it, but at what point do you like fucking get help?
So
you know?
you start with lists though.
Yeah.
If you're not making lists, then you're trying to store too many lists in your head.
I feel like List is perfect because Jordan Peterson, I love him as well, and he's like, you know, you got to know where you've been to know where you're going. And I
Yeah.
haven't had time to process like my own personal life the last year or two fully, and I'm still going through a lot. And I'm like I'm like mid roll, you know what I mean? Like I don't know where I'm going, tumbleweed status.
Yeah, someone like that on one of those, maybe it was him too, said something about like, if you're still upset about something or mad or
Yeah, if you're
something's
still
bugging you,
holding.
past 15 minutes, then
Whoa.
there's a narrative that you're repeating back to yourself. There's a story that
Hmm.
you're telling yourself over again.
I love
Otherwise,
that.
you'd be thinking about other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like so obsessed with the shadow
So there's like a
self.
refresh thing. If I could stop refreshing things, then I could stop being hung up on something.
That's really interesting. I'm gonna take that and save it for later to think about some like thought, food for thought. Boo, truth bomb. No,
Alright,
but
should we do-
Thanks for going into that.
You bet. Like this is how it goes. It's like frantic and grabby, and the beginning seems to fly by, gulping
Yeah.
little news, and then it deepens up as we wade into there.
Flushes out.
Yeah.
Hello.
But now
Should
it's
we-
Bo Jackson diddly times.
Yeah.
Listen up. The soap you shower with, it's you probably haven't even questioned what bar soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap.
To subscribe to Dr. Squatch, visit radiovegas.rocks and click on the banner.
Or don't, and continue to be mommy's little helper. Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. Real soap for real men.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for one or two.
Visit Juan's Flamin' Fajitas and Cantina on Facebook or in the real world at 9640 West Tropicana. Proud supporter of the Rockin' Comedy Show for 2 years and counting.
Big or small, they do them all. It's Motor Mission, family-owned and operated machine and radiator shop. At Motor Mission, they offer complete radiator rod and repairing, rebuilding, replacements, and manufacturing all in-house. They also provide complete machine shop services, including engine rebuilding, valve jobs, surfacing, milling, boring, honing, balancing, thermal cleaning, blasting, hot tanking, broken bolt removal, antique restoration, and much more. If you need a custom radiator with electric fans and a fan shroud built for your custom project, they can do that too. Motor Mission works on anything foreign and domestic for autos, industrials, RVs, heavy equipment, power sports, antiques, marine, racing, street rods, hot rods, stationary gen sets or power units, and large mining equipment. Motor Mission is at 5435 Desert Point Drive. Call 702-649-2366 or visit motormission.com.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
It's true. It's back. It's real. And what's happening right now is Greasy Conversation, the talk show on RadioVegas.rocks. GreasyConversation.com if you want to see what's going on or like read any of these articles we're pulling up. Linked in our live news doc, we've got Brian Gibson and Tiffany Salerno, and it's real. Yay! Real, yay! Real, yay! Real, yay!
Bam, 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 bam. It's your boy.
All right, we got another archaeological discovery of some parallel inventions here of the fluted arrow, which was originally found by Native Americans like 13,000 years ago, roughly.
13,000 years ago?
Yeah.
Dude, how the heck do I find this? What is going on? What is this?
Wait.
I don't remember. Why are you asking?
I'm asking, what are you talking about right now?
Where
What
is
is
this
this
info
fluted
coming
arrow?
from?
Who is this? There's
So it's about separated by oceans and millennia.
oh,
It's about a. So they also found the same technology in Arabia
Around the same time.
4,000 years later.
oh, that's right. You're
Yeah.
talking about parallel technologies.
Yeah.
I'm back with you now. So I was representing the.
So
something,
parallel
I don't know.
technologies is like the Indians living over here and then whatever the Yankees
Yeah,
living
like
over
two different groups of humans that have no way to
Mhm.
reach each
Communicate.
other or communicate,
Have the
develop
same
the same
idea.
technology.
aliens. Boom.
Well, there's
Totally.
a lot of that. Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's another
Clothes.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes there's a problem that needs a solution, and then there's only so many solutions to choose from.
Did you say clothes?
clothes.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. That's like the ultimate.
There's lots of clothes that turned out the same because people were shaped the same way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Covered the naughty bits.
Speaking of clothes, I love that your glasses frames are like octagons.
Yeah.
Uh,
I look at that every day. I'm like, you're so beautiful.
Wait.
Dr.
Oh,
Octagon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Am I
Yeah, that's
right?
the octagon.
Yeah, dude. He counted. Shit.
They're stop signs.
No, but they're really like nice. I notice that literally every day.
Aw,
I really do.
dork.
Well, I think when someone that's young looking wears something that an old person would usually wear, that's like
Yeah.
really fun and exciting for some reason.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, like
find
It
a
is.
it
mustache on a 22-year-old, like a Flanders. Yeah.
Dude, I saw
Narc.
I saw B Genius and Ange in the studio, and she's rocking that like
Bitchin'.
old hair. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
she's
The
way
kinda
vintage
older,
right now.
Kind of like the older hair look.
Yeah,
What does
she
she
looks
got
like a
going?
factory worker post-war.
Is she
She
doing
looks
like
like
a
a housewife.
beehive or
Uh,
like
no,
an Amy
Not that
Winehouse
classic.
beehive?
no,
or
it's like a short,
beehive.
like you know, in World War II,
It's all curly
women
at
had
the
to go to
ear.
work in the
something?
factory.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like that.
okay.
Yeah. But
yeah,
like,
holla, props, love it.
fashion, what's up?
My new favorite haircut for sure.
Gucci.
An existing favorite haircut that she serendipitously happened to have chosen
Right?
coincidentally.
Yeah, no, that's more than coincidence, dude. Just call young.
It's
call
written
that
in the
not
cosmos.
serendipity. Whatever.
Fortuitous.
No, that's it.
So here's some of these
Synonymous.
arrows. Yeah, good on them for inventing those early humans. Good job.
So, all right, they
Yeah.
look like rocks. Like, how are they arrows? They attach them, obviously.
Arrowheads.
to-
They
Arrowheads,
were
got
rocks.
you. I
Yeah.
was like, that's not
They
full arrow.
they made them out of
Gotcha.
yeah.
God done
Stone
made them
rocks.
as rocks, and these
Man.
folks
Think
done
about making
hewn
a
'em into-
shiv
It's
like
'cause the-
14,000 years ago. Sorry.
Lots of
Yeah.
things can be a shiv.
Yeah.
It's because the wood part doesn't last, right? It's just
Yeah.
the ed. they
Cain and
just-
Abel really
You
started
just find
something.
arrowheads because then it's a stick of wood.
Yeah.
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 That doesn't last.
For sure. I
You're
agree.
like, is this a
I wonder-
rock?
It's snapped no matter what. Like, unless
Yeah.
you use bone, maybe.
That's what I was just thinking.
Or
Yeah.
metal?
But then I don't know if that would work.
Wait.
14,000 years
They
ago.
didn't-
Dude, like, I want to know
Smelting.
more about history, honestly, because I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to that.
Yeah,
I don't know
smel-
geography,
yeah.
history.
We'll be doomed to
Smelting
repeat
is
it.
actually very
Interesting.
old.
Yeah.
I've been feeling the
Whoa.
same way. I've been like
Yeah.
making myself read books about shit I don't know about.
Yeah. What are you currently? Can
I
I,
can't
ask
commit
that?
to a whole book, but I'll Google something I don't know about.
Every time I want to go into a topic, I'm like, should I
Wikipedia.
go there? Do we have time? But what are you reading right now?
Yeah, I always
Uh,
have time for a wiki real
Well,
quick.
I'm reading.
Alright.
I'm like, I don't want to get too into it, but
Yeah,
it's a
okay.
political book.
Okay.
It's called Why You Should Be a Socialist. It's just about social issues. It's not actually about socialism.
Gotcha.
So it's about some issues like wealth inequality and stuff, and why we should care about that stuff, and just explaining the arguments more
Yeah.
in depth, which is what I just want information like that.
Yeah.
Whether
So
like I
we're-
agree with it or not.
Yeah.
I want to read like books about that shit.
We're navigating through it right now, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
But what I've also been doing is like anytime he references like a book about something or an author that said like some cool quote that
Yeah.
I find interesting, I'll write it down so I can look up those books.
Yeah, it's
later.
like a wiki thing, like you said.
Yeah.
Like I started reading about Howl by Allen Ginsberg, and I'm like reading about this kind of
Oh,
poetry
fucking
device.
tremendous, man.
And it's like, whoa, where am I? You know what I mean? Like in thoughts, because Wikipedia really goes there. You get into
Yeah.
like ideas about, or like, I don't know, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking
This
about.
Is Your Brain on Music is a really good book for like the psychology of art and anticipation. And
Oh,
just
yeah.
how anticipation over time is a way to
Keep
express.
yourself going.
That's like one
artistically-
of the best
Like
books
gas.
on
Yeah,
that subject.
because it
hands down.
transcends music and dance to even like how people perceive patterns and expectation.
Music really
and
affects
how that can be art. Because music, one of your dimensions is time, whereas a
Yeah.
painting it just
I
stays like
slow-
that.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
the timing of things is part of the expression in
Mhm.
music and in dance.
Painting can be said something about, you know, it's standing still. It was
Yeah.
one emotion in time. I don't know, dude. I love art. I really do. It's the one thing that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense that completely makes sense. I don't know how to say it better than that. I'm tuned into it, but I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to, like spiritually, when I'm tuned into that, like painting or music mode.
Mm,
It's a different place. I
good.
feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that everyone should have a taste of
It's
in their life
cathartic.
somehow for them. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a opportunity
It's
you have to
physical.
talk to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, to your silent side. You know, the side that doesn't really have a voice. It can't
And
articulate
that
what
side
it's
will
going through.
rebel and mess your life up if you don't talk to it sometimes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like all those
That's
people
how
that
you have a
like,
breakdown. That's what breakdowns are even.
Yeah, they're yeah.
Maybe that's extreme.
It's hard to find out what the fuck is wrong though, because talking to yourself is so hard. It doesn't have a language, so you need to keep talking to and watering your garden. I like your philosophy.
Thanks.
Well, it
I got
comes
a
out in
couple little
actions,
ones.
like how you act and what you're doing.
Good
and it's
point.
like, okay, what does this action really mean? What
Dude.
is the feeling?
And
What
that's
is
all you
the-
are to other people. Is that's all.
What you've done.
Yeah, no matter what you've got going inside that's so special, your actions is all that you really are to anyone else.
Yeah. I'm kind of ashamed of it, but I'm just gonna admit it. Like I had multiple relapses in the since I've been here and it's only been a month and a half, dude. I've wrecked my
Like
life.
since you've been in this room today.
Yeah, and I've died. I've been like, I overdosed again, and everything's fentanyl out there.
Like-
I went out
like
again. and I
earlier
was
today,
oh, it's all
like on the way
fentanyl.
here?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm not high. Right? You'd be able to tell I'd be falling asleep.
Oh,
It's really
yeah.
sad, dude. I'm like, why did I do that? I don't
Nappy
really.
Brian.
I feel like the others. Yeah, Nappy Brian.
Well, it's a avoidance
I don't know
behavior,
what
and
that
sometimes it has
is.
to do with like fear too.
Can
Yeah,
I just
good baby.
step in for a second?
Yes,
If
definitely.
you see anyone nodding out, can you please like intervene?
Nod police. Fuck.
Like,
For
because
real
something's
though.
going on, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
just want to take a second to warn against opiates and opioids because that little warm euphoria you think you'll get, it's not worth destroying your life.
And
So
So
the
everyone-
nodding out might be right on the edge of like just
if,
dying.
if someone's nodding out, they might have a problem with opiates. You need to intervene. You need to
Let me
be
tell
a
you,
friend.
it sounds like a good fucking idea. Like, I'll just get a little high on the best thing ever on the planet, opiates or any kind of, they were smoking like opium back in the day. It's been forever. And nowadays, so many people are doing it low key, like servers and all these people. And now it's pandemic, so people have to like come off it. It's just terrible time.
I'd like to recommend
Oh.
Kratom, particularly
Yeah,
Mong Da,
If you need to scratch that
MENGDA.
itch, but you need to get that itch away. Sorry.
And it's not always the best to
it's
just
intense.
replace something with something else.
Yeah.
But at least
Yeah.
Kratom is safe. You can't OD on it.
That's why I just
And
say
it's
stay
a great
away from it.
It is.
Natural alternative to an opiate. And
Absolutely.
it's just vitamin K.
There's-
KRATOM. Isn't it like that's the main ingredient is just a ton of a vitamin anyway?
Oh no, it has other things
has
that act on your brain.
alkaloids, shit.
But
It
it's-
acts on your brain similarly to opiate, to like similar receptors.
Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
like I can get over myself and like motivated to work on stuff on Kratom
Kratom's really
without
cool.
without like it taking back what it gives later.
So check
Worst
it out,
case,
man.
I might be a little like caffeine grumpy.
Yeah,
later.
well, I bring it up to Tiffany, and she's been through this like addiction with me forever, and she hates when I bring up even Kratom or have a beer because it's a head change, and she's like, that is a slippery slope.
Yeah, the thing is, there's
It's a weird-
something to look out for when just replacing something with something else.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really like.
And
Doesn't work.
you're a special case, and you have these
Everyone is.
issues that you've been through. So it's not like anyone just grabbing a beer or anyone just
Yeah.
just smoking a joint. You kind of go overboard sometimes.
No,
and
I always
and
did.
so. Yeah,
I fucking died, and
'cause
then I
it's the
crashed a
addict brain.
car, and I fucking went to rehab for a week and got my job back somehow. And then last week, I fucking gnawed out. My boss fucking threw up at work. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I still here? I really don't want to be here. I don't want to do this, but I'm by myself. It fucks you up, dude. It's like a spiritual. I don't know, dude. My life has been like not cool, but I've been surviving and hanging on by a thread. And now I'm here again. And so
And
I know I'm gonna be okay,
Yeah, we're not talking about like the last year. We're talking about like
dude. Like the last
your
month and a
whole
half.
life.
My whole life I've died like 5 times. What are you? What
Like
are,
I think it's been cooler and better cycles each time, to your credit. But
really,
it's still
thank you
like
so much.
it's still
Just
not
God.
ever not a tumble dryer of an existence.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always
I feel
having
like-
disasters here.
But
and
I always
there,
have
and, like,
highs too.
Great
like-
opportunity to plug this podcast, Dirty
Yeah.
Window, coming up where we do these introspective journeys.
Pretty much nod police and introspective journeys, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
it's
want to
gonna
focus on the
be-
shadow self, honestly. It's for me. It's a
Yeah.
completely selfish podcast. It's going to be for me exploring my shit. And I know if you're out there nodding out, you have deeper shit to deal with, and you shouldn't be fucking numbing everything because that shit don't even work anymore. It's not even real. So when we get the podcast, it's going to be really interesting to listen to it. I would want to hear somebody talk about their shit.
We
and
all like
maybe I'm
talking
stupid.
about psych, and that'll
Yeah.
be fun too.
I feel like it's really fun to like look at that, like we always say, look at that side of yourself, and I feel like a lot of people don't. They're just like autonomously not.
It's
they're
not gonna
just
be a
repressing.
downer. It's not gonna be like a huge
No.
bummer. It's
No.
like it's information. It's good information, and
It's my
It's a
experience.
good story.
That's a
Yeah.
really good point because this crew, like you guys, are not bummers even as crazy stuff happens.
No.
It's always thought of
I'm still
more
here
of
in a
an
Hawaiian
adventure
shirt.
than like something to
I don't know.
yeah.
Sorry.
Brian's not a down fella.
Yeah.
Brian, as most depressed, is still
I like smiling.
is
when I'm talking to
smiley
people.
AF. Yeah. Hella
Because people
smiley.
make me happy when I see them. Like you and Greg are awesome friends of mine, and I keep coming back here, and it's fun every
Thanks, man.
time. It feels good to be here.
Yes, it's working.
Sweet.
So, anyways, let's keep going. But yeah, I always have to do that on this show.
It's
I
cool.
bring
know
you
what?
on to
Yeah.
fan my ego specifically.
Rabbit holes are welcomed and fully investigated on the show.
Yeah, I like rabbit holes.
All right, so also we just briefly touched on some music, and there's been a few studies that indicate this, that people's musical taste usually solidifies at around age 30.
So I'm a hip hop guy now. Fuck.
But it's
Everybody's over 30 here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also shaped by what you're listening to, like in your teens and early 20s.
Mhm.
And a lot of people report that they get into musical ruts and they just can't find new stuff that they like.
Yeah, that's like a report,
How many of you guys,
Yeah.
I know,
dude. I feel that.
as long as I've known Greg, and Ange like this too, and I fancied you this way too, and of course, Tiff, there's like an awareness I think we all had from an early age that people get stuck in a certain era as they get older.
Yes.
With their tastes in music and other things. And I
Yeah.
feel like there's been awareness of that and a desire to at least like every decade or so, like really sincerely check back in.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm still developing new musical tastes and have tremendously in the last 6 years, which has all been after 30.
Yeah.
So, but I guess
Dude.
that date's different for different people. Eventually, I'm going to be like, maybe I'll be like 70 and be like, none of
Probably.
this,
Still
none
listening
of
to
this
Chemical
Gregorian
Brothers.
chant is any good.
Oh yeah. Dude,
It'll-
no, but
it'll be all like monophonic Gregorian chant and
yeah, I was
I'll be
gonna say,
90 and
like-
I'm like, I can't.
some ambience, some lust mode. No, dude, but it's true. We do get stuck in certain periods and tastes and ways of life. Like, I'm just
People
gonna say
do,
that
but
guy.
I feel like we are all like, that's one thing that is probably part of why we're doing this content creation stuff.
Yeah.
There's like a certain amount of restlessness.
Absolutely.
To have to need new media.
Yeah, you gotta dance.
Yeah, I can't just revisit stuff I don't even like what I listened to in high school
Yeah.
anymore.
I know. I can't revisit Blink-182. I've tried. I fucking tried.
I definitely can't wallow like some folks will, even though I'll be really nostalgic.
I
Yeah.
am super nostalgic.
Oh man, what's one of yours that like you used to love that was almost you loved it just to piss off your parents?
Oh, Korn.
That like you
obviously.
listen to now and you're like,
Marilyn
oh
Manson.
fuck.
Korn
Yeah.
is that band.
Korn. For me, it was
Especially
like
early
Atari
Korn.
Teenage Riot. We're like
Yeah,
now. I mean, I
thought
still
loved
like
you. I'd set all the puppies
I
free
still have,
or
like,
something.
good memories of that, but it's like way too harsh for me now.
Mine was
Yeah.
self-indulgence.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, that's right.
yeah. That was a good album.
Shit like
Fra-
that.
F is for what was it? The Frankenstein girl one? It's
I
like
have no
A, B,
idea.
C, D.
Is
They
that
had
a-
like a
whole
ton.
alphabet.
That song about I just wanted a Coke.
Hey, he was amazing.
Right?
Oh, that's
All I wanted was a Coke.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
Suicidal tendencies.
Oh, okay.
All I wanted was a Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to me. I'm not crazy.
All I wanted was a
Classic.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You guys,
Has this? Oh, go for it.
oh, sorry, but I have to say before we move away from that, Soul Coughing. Soul
Yeah,
Coughing,
dude.
Soul Coughing soundtrack to Mary.
Oh
What?
man.
That was a beautiful flash in the fan.
yeah,
he also
Soul
did the Black Helicopters song from the X-Files movie was also them. The
What were
unmarked
they called?
helicopters.
Soul coughing.
Soul Coughing.
Soul coughing.
Yeah, fucking dope, man.
Yeah. Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
dude, that's a cool name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Soul coughing.
They are
Uh,
sick. Check that stuff out.
The singer described themselves as slacker jazz.
Nice. I
So-
like that.
Yeah, but they got some good grooves, and the dude's got a cool voice. So, have you guys found that you've been listening to the same thing for like the last 10 years?
Yeah.
No.
Not at
No,
all.
no. I've been fucking jumping, dude.
Completely different stuff.
I'm
So,
mainstream hip hop right now.
10 years ago, I was listening to nothing but the Bad Plus, just
Oh, yeah.
obsessively. They're like a 3-piece instrumental jazz takes on pop songs.
Yeah, yeah.
But like cool
Richard
ones.
Cheese or whatever.
No, way more snobby than that.
Oh, cool.
Like
Yeah, it's
really
more like
virtuoso-y.
straight jazz.
Yeah.
Satire.
Like Richard Cheese is like lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, where this is
This is
like,
like straight jazz. Yeah.
yeah, foundational 3-piece upright bass.
Dude,
Yeah.
jazz groups are the best. They're just the best.
I don't like any other jazz. It was the fact that they were doing like simple songs and then jazzing them up
Yeah.
so I wasn't like as lost.
Mhm.
And like every other song by them I wouldn't like. But the
Yeah.
ones I liked so much.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from the movie? What is it? Yeah, it is. The band, the movie, and they have like Stonehenge on the
Oh,
stage.
dude.
Oh,
Ah!
yeah. This is Spinal Tap.
Spinal
Spinal
Tap.
Tap.
Yeah.
Oh my
Spinal Tap, dude.
Thousands of years
Yeah,
ago.
that guy.
That shit
There were
makes
the
me
druids.
Die every time
Yeah.
it comes
Look,
up 3 feet
Brian, look at the screen.
tall. Hell yeah.
That's the singer guy.
Yeah.
That's
Is that your
funny.
dad?
That looks like someone's grandpa.
He's my daddy. Just kidding.
I went through that like phase where I tried to listen to jazz, like the most difficult jazz there was, because I just wanted to like say I listened to it. Yeah.
It's like, whoa, I get it.
There's some like nutty shit out there.
Some of it's too much work to interpret.
It's
like I haven't gotten burned out enough on good music to need this yet.
Yeah. Like there were like this dude Ornette Coleman had 2 different groups and did 2 different takes where he started everyone like off the same.
Yeah.
And let everyone like go. And then he like layered those on top of each other.
Nice.
Yeah. But it's like a lot of shit.
That's crazy. Dude,
cool
jazz
idea,
gets
but
weird. No, it's a cool idea, but
Well,
yeah.
there's just so many things. It's like saying rock is weird. There's so many jazzes,
Yeah,
it
that's
turns
true.
out.
Dude, I like thinking about our local scene. When I think about weird, I'm like, man, I've seen some weird shit in Vegas. You know, you guys playing on top of a car outside of Photo Bang
You know
Bang.
what? I
That was
appreciate
cool.
that,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'd love to see weirder. I feel
Me
like a lot
too.
of people play it safe and are just on the edge of what they fear people will accept or not.
It's all
Or they
pop,
just
bro.
go completely self-indulgent and someone's just masturbating on stage and they don't care about anyone liking it. That's the
Yeah.
other thing you see. Is it's like, oh, well, you could at least try to make this like a melody.
It's a hard balance too to like. Well, no, it's not actually. Like I feel like Wax Pig never. I don't know. Maybe near the end I was confused on what to do.
There's
I don't know.
difficulty in balancing and things and stuff, but there's a difference when someone's like
Planning to be electro pop, whatever the fuck.
when, like they have a
I'm not gonna
vision
name
that
any
they
names.
consistently make sense instead of like a handful of half visions that they thought might be cool but haven't figured out what to make a
Yeah.
thing out of for sure.
I
But
haven't-
they're
I don't
still
know.
passionately doing it at you.
Yeah. Well, you know, you gotta respect that too. But yeah,
It
I feel
sounds
like
super judgmental the way I'm saying that.
no, dude.
But
There used to be this guy.
It's real.
There used to be this guy at Vegas on the mic. Do you remember him? He was like, I'm a rapper. I'm not white. Do you remember him? I ain't white. And he just had this music video online. He was just like floating on the screen. He learned how to use a fucking video program. And he's just like, I ain't white. I'm on the streets riding my bike or whatever he says. You know what I mean? Like it was dope and it
Never
had
heard of
like hella views. And he was the I ain't white guy. I don't
There's
know. I wish you
so
remembered that.
Not enough details there to,
Sorry.
to get anything
Yeah, I
out
know.
of
It sounds like a lot of
I
people.
tried. No, it was a game.
Yeah.
It was
Vegas on the mic.
really difficult level of that game.
Vegas on the mic.
But I think it's really hard to
Yeah,
have
Vegas
a
on the
band.
mic, holla.
And I really respect anyone who can get a band together for practice and make something and
Yeah.
like all be on the same page for like a practice and
Also
then
there.
write
Straight
a
up
song and
relationship.
practice a song.
Yeah.
Like I'm just always really impressed by that,
Yeah.
and I respect anyone making anything music. I think it's
Tiffany's
really cool.
enthusiasm for that always astounds me.
It's
Sure it
motivational.
does.
It totally makes
Yeah,
it
it
feel
is.
more fun to do that kind of thing.
Make your shit.
Anything
Make
making
your
anything,
shit.
yeah.
Tiffany's
Treat yourself.
photography is dope, by the way. Holla, check it out.
Yeah, I need some gigs, man, and
Yeah, you need
I'll just
stuff
do it for
photographed,
free.
folks. Yeah.
Dude.
Holla.
Just to get some shots. Any band, man. Let's do some fun
Fresh
shots.
stuff to shoot.
In the last year, she's gone to Portland, Washington, California to photograph one
New
band,
York.
and then New York
Oh,
for
dope.
Halsey Harkins. Like, dude, she's done some work. I'm like impressed by my girlfriend sometimes. Like, damn,
Oh, yeah.
you're tight, girl. You know, that's why I liked her anyway. I'm like, you make a zine too? What up? I don't know.
Yeah, I miss my zine. I need an excuse to like work on my zine and like. I mean,
Maybe you should set like a 1 month
Well,
deadline so
the
it's
problem
easier
is
to.
There you go.
the problem is like money right now, like printing it. Like I have it together.
What about printing? though?
Printing money?
Printing? What's printing anymore?
I
you know?
love a physical zine, like to hold it in your
Yeah,
hand,
me
flip
too.
through it.
I
Like,
love Ferraris.
'cause
but
I
they're
love-
not practical.
well, I always loved comics and
Damn, I'm
graphic
gonna say that
novels.
one later.
I love the handheld
Ferrari.
visual and
Yeah.
flipping through it, and
No, I love
I'm
it
like-
too, but it's like one of those things that like how often do you buy something like that?
I'm
Yeah,
the same
it's
way,
A small scale.
and like I recognize it's probably like a little
Nostalgic.
bit irrational and just like something I just like, and
I loved it most when I
Won't
pulled
let
them off
myself-
the shelf at Barnes and Noble, but like didn't actually buy them.
What is it nowadays then? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing
well, you
nowadays?
can do an online magazine.
used to
That's
be able to do
very
physical.
complicated and time consuming.
And no one gives a
it's,
shit.
it's not the same effect.
I think it's less difficult with the templating and the content management system than it is
Yeah.
with the print one. But you
well,
have
I
to
never
just,
tried. I
you
never
throw it out
tried to
into
put
the
a
ocean.
magazine online.
I have a couple. You helped me get my book
Yeah.
online.
Well, I mean, like you can, there's like
We're gonna
plugins or
team
way
up
to
on-
design it to flip through it.
Yeah.
And like
you can
yeah.
get it pretty automated basically. Where you
PDF,
just
yeah.
throw the content on, and then the site's
Yeah.
just a frame for the content.
Yeah.
And your content can shine.
And then you
And
get
then it's
ads.
like full screen, each layout, each 2-page layout, and then it flips through.
Oh,
That'd be
my
really
goodness.
cool.
When you have a good template, it'll respond to phone size stuff. It'll make the Apple Reader view.
Yeah.
And you just have to be willing to let your content be flexible and just be like paragraphs, couple pictures, and then let the theme shape it how it wants. And you completely separate content and style, and it's all easy then.
I love the way you think, Claus.
I've done that stuff a minute.
Dude, you're gonna kill it in marketing like 5. I don't know. As the years go on, I can't even number the years, but I just see it, man. You're on a good path. All of this.
Thank you.
I really like it. I'm stoked.
WOZ.lol.
WOZ.lol, right?
Yeah, that's the hub of the
WOZ. Hub of the
enterprise.
WOZ.
Yeah.
I love that, dude.
You can see my partner companies and some of the stuff I've done with folks there. Yes.
I love your hustle, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
your
getting kind of
hustle over
NASCAR-y looking on that site now with the logos
Tide
of the
and
folks
shit.
I've worked. Yeah.
You should get Tide on there and be like, yo, Tide, we got you. Tide Pods.
We clean
bringing them
shit,
back.
dog. We clean shit.
Yeah. This place clean.
I'm bringing pods back.
All right, should we pay
Pod
our
partners.
should we
Right,
pay
sorry.
our Billy Ray Charles?
Yeah, it's Ray Charles Cyrus time.
Nut rub from Ball Wash. You put that on after you cleanse yourself and get a nice little fragrance down there, and it lasts all day, and it's absolutely really amazing.
Ooh, yes.
And it smells great. So there you go.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be coming.
Thank you, Ball Wash, and
Thank you,
visit
Ball
them
Wash.
online at ballwash.com and use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Man, I'm having
They
so
have
much fun.
they have
already popping these.
shampoos and they have soap. And
I'm very
they have,
excited about this. I've always seen this. Like, I wonder how that works or what it smells like.
Well, you should open it and smell it, and you'll get even more
There you go.
excited.
Twist and pull.
He had
twist and pull.
he had no trouble at all over here.
Listen, all right. I don't grab things that are lubricated. All right, give me a break. All right. It smells delicious. No, actually, you can smell it through the can. It actually does smell pretty
you do?
good.
You can?
Yeah, it says ocean air and solid cologne.
Ooh, mine is cedar and citrus for those woodsy smell.
I mean, it says ocean and air on mine. Does it say yours is cedar?
Cedar and citrus.
Okay, here, I'll trade you. So you can smell mine. Well, I don't want you to smell it that way, but I mean.
Well, this is nice too.
Yeah, see, and they actually make some really good smell. Dude, nut rub. Tonight, let's put it to the test.
Let's rub some nuts.
Let's rub the cedar and the ocean together. See if we can get a woody ocean.
Let's rub some nuts.
When you need the balls to smell as fresh as the day.
Nut rub
from Ball Wash. Use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Hey, it's RadioVegas.rocks. Check out Sin City Lovin' Podcast.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up. Don't look over here. I'm gonna pull up the.
I don't want to look over there.
No, but I
don't
want
wanna see a
everyone
blue
to see
waffle.
your face.
Is it a blue vagina? Is that what you're
You have
talking
to-
about?
okay,
That's
hold on.
disgusting.
I want you to see. I want everyone to watch your face because this is their first time.
Oh my
seeing
god,
this.
I'm so nervous. So nervous. I'm gonna hide my face.
Don't look yet.
Oh my
Let me pull up
gosh.
the images.
So
Hold
gross.
on. It's so. Okay, you ready?
No.
Wait, let me get it. Let me
Dude,
zoom
am I
in.
gonna puke? I ate breakfast
You
this
might.
morning.
Hold on, it's pulling up.
I'm
Are
like,
you
"No."
ready?
I was like, no, I'm not giving BJ's.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not
Are you
ready.
ready?
I don't want to look.
You guys ready? You want to watch your face? Okay, gotta look. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I can't.
Do it.
Oh my god. Oh, that is disgusting.
Exactly. Tell me.
Oh, I'm seriously gonna throw up. Oh my god.
Tell me you don't show that in health class and people will stop having dirty sex.
That's Sin City Lovin' Podcast. Every other Wednesday, 9 a.m. on RadioVegas.rocks.
Why do we love the Golden Tiki so much? How about the handcrafted tiki drinks made with freshly squeezed juices, homemade syrups, and top shelf booze? These aren't your cruise ship pre-mixed cocktails. These specialty drinks take time and are for the true cocktail enthusiasts. Located in the strip mall in Chinatown, it's truly a hidden hideaway. Well, hidden if you don't know the address. It's 3939 Spring Mountain Road. This place is what my tiki bar dreams are made of. An adult version to Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, complete with alcohol-infused Dole Whip and dirty talking birds, with drink names like Navy Grog, Terrible Twisted, and Dirty Banana. And last but not least, a shot of empathy named Kraken. These drinks will have you back and back again. From the kick-ass atmosphere, hidden Easter eggs in the bar, like Bigfoot's footprint, and don't forget to rub the golden dong for good luck. From live music to DJs that will make you feel like you're on a tropical vacation. The Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road. That's the Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road.
Your new favorite internet radio station, RadioVegas.rocks.
Welcome back. Here with Greasy Conversation on RadioVegas.rocks. With our guests Brian Gibson and Tiffany Salerno. They'll be right back in, hopping in on some dank news. Dank news. All right, what do we got? What do we got next? Oh, what not to do in a bear attack.
Oh, bear attack advice?
Yeah. So
that one always has that second extra
yeah,
part.
Yeah, it gets me every time. So the first tip is don't run from bears and don't push your slower friends down in an attempt of saving yourself.
That first one, I really thought that you should run from them. I was so wrong.
No, they say that bears generally don't really care about people, but they will chase things that are running.
Jeez.
So
it's a trap.
You gotta like sneak away, kind of sideways, like make yourself like flat, and like
almost casually leave,
away,
like you couldn't be bothered.
Sideways, really slowly.
Was it strafe? Strafe?
Strafing.
Strafe. You strafe them bears.
Yeah, like you're sneaking up on a wall, you know? Like you're on a ledge.
That makes sense because if you act like, I'm doing my thing, I'm not concerned about you, bear.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, that thing's not worried about me, so it's probably...
There was like some video that went around, man, this was like, it had to be longer than like 10 years ago, but these people were in like it had to be like Yellowstone or something. And there was a bear sniffing around their car as they were like driving around, and this woman's like, well, let's give the bear a sandwich.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give the bear a sandwich. And so she sticks her arm out of the window with a sandwich bag, and bear fucking like rips her arm off, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard about that video, but I didn't watch it.
yeah, it's, it
The
is what
description's
you
good
think
enough.
it is. Yeah, exactly. Like
arms don't come off cleanly.
Yeah, totally. They also say don't climb a tree because obviously bears can climb trees.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
I blocked you out. You can't pass that fan thing. It's your sentinel.
I'll sit over there.
I'm making like a couch cushion for it in the studio.
Boom, baby.
Okay, we're back. They're all smoked up.
I'm smoked out, man. Those can't.
Not me here.
No.
It stinks. I can smell it on myself. I hate cigarettes now, but I still smoke them. I'm like,
Yeah,
why?
you didn't for a minute. I thought.
I was vaping.
Oh.
And then
That's way better. There's no particles.
I know. I still have it at home. I'm gonna switch this week. Can't really afford cigarettes. They're $10 a pack now, dude.
No cigarettes around
What?
the
And they're gross. Yeah, they're like $9, $10. I'm like, why am I doing this? I smoke them like crazy. It's
Thanks,
like
man.
What?
Yeah, you should just get, because nicotine's not really known to be that bad.
No, it's
but
not.
if you don't,
If you get it better in a more pure way, like vaping, it's much better and much cheaper and much, yeah.
Like I use snooze that you put under like the pouches you put under your lip.
Oh yeah.
But I switched to just like straight nicotine pouches where it's not tobacco, it's just
In your
nicotine.
mouth?
Yeah, you
Sick.
stick them under your top lip.
Nice.
And it took me a minute to like make the switch, but it is hard when you're like used to something.
Snus is
like a
good,
habit.
He
man.
likes
I
the
like
action though of
Yeah, I do.
smoking.
I used to do that
I'll
too.
smoke
It
a
took me
blunt,
forever,
a
man.
joint. I roll it. I gotta smoke. I gotta.
He
do
needs
something.
rituals.
Can you rock like toothpicks? Toothpicks helped me.
Absolutely, actually.
Dude, like crazy.
Painting is like the fucking craziest mind trip for me because you're doing something with your hands. It's like it doesn't.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, creating is way better, but
it's the ultimate drug.
Toothpicks, man.
Toothpicks too. Toothpicks and
or
painting.
a cup of ice.
There you go.
Now, chewing on ice is supposed to be bad for your teeth.
Well, I
but
got a
think if
bridge
you-
in, so I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
No.
I already fucked it
bad
up.
idea.
I already
Yeah.
chipped the bridge. I gotta go back.
But what if you suck on the ice? Does that hurt your teeth
There you
too?
go. No. Well, it kind of feels weird.
Or
I like it.
like someone we won't mention, he could eat like 4 to 6 bags of gummy worms every day.
Who does that?
Me.
Nice.
No, I actually cut back because gummy worms at 7-Eleven are like almost $3 a pack now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why
I'm
are
like,
they going
yo,
to 7-Eleven? They're everywhere.
Y'all got
Why
me
are the
fucked up
prices
right now.
high?
He
Yeah, why are the
likes
prices so high?
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers are dope. The really sweet ones.
Every
not the
day,
original
I
ones,
would
not
get
the
him a
red bun.
frappuccino and a bag of Twizzlers.
Well, that's
for
when
like
I was
months.
That's when I was going through methadone maintenance, and you really crave sugar because of the
Oh,
opiate
yeah.
thing.
If you guys, sorry, go on.
No, you're good.
If you didn't know what Twizzlers were, if you didn't have Twizzlers before, and someone was like, "Some Twizzlers,"
Tastes. It's
Sounds
like
gross.
It's about the texture because the taste isn't great, but
Dude.
it's like chewing on plastic. Like when you're a
It
kid
is.
and
Yeah.
you're like figuring out things, like you chew on your pen and stuff like that. I feel like that satisfies that kid in you. Like it's like a weird.
I used
texture.
to eat like a pack of creamies a day. Do you know creamies?
Creamies. No, I
They're
don't
just
know.
little chocolate fudge popsicles. I used to eat like
Oh,
5.
okay.
Oh
Damn.
no, dude.
Twizzlers sounds like a kind of eczema.
Twizzlers sounds like a bad
it doesn't
fucking.
yeah, if you don't know that it's licorice, it does sound kind of weird.
Sounds
Oh,
like
I
a
got a
bad
Twizzler
idea.
patch. With the cream on the Twizzler.
Right.
Was anyone a fan of black licorice? I know it's like
No.
highly controversial.
I got all twizzled out.
Really?
Mint toothpicks. All right, mint toothpicks. There you go, bro.
Oh, mint toothpicks are
You know what?
awesome anyway.
That made me think of spicy toothpicks. Do they have
Yeah. Oh, you
spicy
remember when that was a
toothpicks?
thing and it was like a nickel at the gas
They
station?
do?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Good.
Classic.
We're getting somewhere.
That's
Yeah,
from
we're gonna get
that's some
some
nostalgia,
Chewing 'em
dog.
up, make a meal of them.
Yeah.
Got to be cool. Got to keep it in your mouth the whole time.
Flavored toothpicks. There you go. Chicken.
I'll look for
Chicken
some.
toothpicks. Oh.
Chicken toothpicks, dog.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be. You know, I feel like that's a
Rotisserie
legit
toothpick.
rotisserie toothpick. I love that.
Waffle nini.
Waffle?
Toothpicks?
What?
Waffle ninis?
Waffle ninis. Did you guys hear about waffle ninis?
What's a panini waffle?
Well, a waffle maker can also be a panini
yeah.
press.
Yeah.
But then you have a waffle nini.
Dog.
What?
Waffle ninis.
Yeah.
Waffle ninis.
Did you make that up?
Waffle nini.
Where did that come from? Who
You're
wrote-
making a waffle.
It's always been.
on
It's
a panini
never not
press?
been.
Is that what it's happening?
It's like
No, a
Stonehenge.
panini in a waffle maker.
Yeah, I'm not against that idea. I'm
could-
curious about it, but the tried and true method is use the waffle maker to make sandwiches.
No, I
Oh.
definitely tried black. He doesn't like the black licorice. I don't think anyone does. Well,
Oh.
oh wait, no, Erica Brown does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thinks
like
it's
it.
the best.
It's good, but some people say it tastes like medicine.
You know what? I like it though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Sure.
gonna sit here and talk shit on it. It's a unique taste. You know?
Yeah.
War breaks out in the
I
chat.
feel like some
over
people
licorice.
just want to be like the outsider. So like, I like black licorice. Yeah, that's me.
Or
What?
people are like just professional devil's advocates.
Yeah, exactly. Like the mask debate. You know, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, dude, just chill out, man. It's not your fucking personality to not wear a mask or not fucking conform. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Contrarianism.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would always, like when I used to work at this trucking company on the dock,
Yeah.
all the dudes love
Nice.
sports, of course, and like I don't give a shit about sports.
Me neither.
So I would always just take the whatever that rival was. Like I would like listen enough to know.
Fuck the Raiders.
And yeah, dude, I just take the opposite side on everyone,
Yeah.
just like shit on it. It's
Dude,
pretty
I
fun.
was like 20 years old, and I remember I went and bought a case of beer in my construction outfit that didn't ID me. I went to watch the game at home because everyone was talking about the game at work. I'm like, I don't get this, man. I'm not a man or something, but this sucks. Like, I fucking hate football. I don't know. That's
funny.
me. I don't
Yeah.
like sports.
That's so funny picturing you doing that.
Yeah, I totally like went home with the fucking mind frame of I'm a football guy now. I'm gonna talk about that game tomorrow. I didn't care. I got a little drunk. Long
all
time
good.
ago.
That's the thing is sometimes sports help you get drunk for free.
There you go. I like that.
Yep.
I like sports all of a sudden. Just kidding.
That's weird. That's like something that's been phased out. It feels like in like
Yeah.
my life, like I
everything.
don't drink much anymore, but like happened kind of naturally.
Me too.
It's like I didn't want to have to deal with that pandy and then like needing alcohol.
Dude,
Just, like,
I used to
got
drink
over
so
it.
much. Like,
Yeah.
well, we played shows and everything. I'd be taking other people's drink tickets. I'd
A
like
bell
give them
would
up.
ring. There'd be a bell that would ring in my head, and I'd need a beer.
Yeah.
It's right after, or like when this beer's almost done. That's
Yeah,
when it starts
Yeah.
The
ringing.
bell rings, yeah.
And it's not just like one bell. It's like ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding.
it takes over your whole attention, and
I
you're
used
like,
to go
wait,
to
what are you talking about?
Reef
Sorry, I
sleigh
gotta go get a
bells.
beer.
Rebar was my spot for
Yeah.
a while. I was going
Yeah.
like 3-4 days a week and just like drinking alone. And then I realized this is kind of sad. I should stop. This.
Right? It seems like a social thing, and you're like going, and you're like, wait, this sucks.
No, it was not a social thing. I
You
would
know?
sit there alone.
But I feel less angry now that I don't drink. Like, you get all confused when you drink. You get all hungover, and you're drinking again. You're in these two worlds, you know.
Yeah, I
They're
can't.
more
I
of a
can't be
swing.
held back lately. I feel like
Nice,
I'm
dog.
already.
That's
I'm
can't
already
be held back.
like getting
Getting it.
like there's already an inclination to be lazy and sleep anyway. I don't need anything to like slow me down lately anymore. You know,
That's
the
my
thing.
thoughts on weed right there.
Oh, see, I can use weed to actually
some people,
get going.
Some people can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I just. Yeah.
I was like telling Wallace, like as I've gotten older, I feel like I've become more of a lightweight. Where like I can't do, like hardly like weed. Like I'll take 1 or 2 puffs of weed at a time.
Everything's gotten way stronger. I
Yeah.
can tell you, going back to the opiates thing, I went out to try it. I got a Roxy, and it was just fentanyl. Everything's just fentanyl.
Yeah, you gotta be careful
I'm not
with that.
surprised.
Dude, one will kill you. Like,
And
it's insane.
Another thing to consider too is like
And the weed,
for
it goes hand in hand.
for
Weird.
relapses, like just as so people are aware, because that's really dangerous, especially with opiates. Like
Yeah.
if you relapse, you think you need to do as much as you used to do because your
Yeah.
brain wants that
You're
much,
just going.
but you don't. So that's when people usually OD.
Yeah.
That is a relapse. So be
But
aware of
now-
that shit.
Brian has the personality that if this is gonna make me feel a little good, a lot's gonna make me feel really good.
Yeah, I'm the
And
classic
so
editing
he
guy. you know?
overdoes it.
I'll try. I
That's scary.
I was like a recovered opiate addict, so
Yeah.
I know that.
And
It's,
I don't know.
it's
I
hard,
don't
man.
know why I went back and tried it, but it really didn't work. And I've had that kind of conclusion and epiphany in the last week. I'm like, man, that sucked. I had it all by myself all day. I could have had a great time I got used to, but it doesn't take me to that heaven anymore. It just makes you pass the fuck out. Like the good weed nowadays, you're like, I'm gonna get the good weed. You're like trashed.
The nap
You
weed.
know? Yeah, and then you're like, wait, there's a moderation in everything.
If the weed's too strong, spend less money on it. They still sell weaker weed, and they sell it for less.
Yeah.
Oasis,
60 like an ounce.
$25 eights.
There you go.
That's all I
my
do.
place.
Oasis, $25
Shout
eights.
out, dude. We should.
Yeah, I like Nuwu too. I don't want to just.
I like New Woo a lot.
Team
We
up
went
on
in the drive-through because of Ange's
I like
post.
all of Las Vegas's
Yeah.
thriving cannabis industry.
MMJ.
I love it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple good ones. I don't like
Reef's
Essence.
really good.
Don't like Essence. They're too expensive. Do not like pesos.
Let's not go through all this.
I'm like,
It's not-
fuck them. You're
Name-
cool.
We'll name every dispensary
Yeah.
ever of all time.
Start reading it off. Actually, I brought a list.
Planet 13. What's the one across the street?
Reef. Yeah.
Reef.
Yeah. Well, let's.
Reef's awesome.
We've been to everyone.
Yeah,
Money.
support
You
our
gotta save
local
that money,
economy.
Jordan.
All right. Let's
Economy.
hop on the next train car.
Oh yeah.
Economy is
Let's
crashing.
teaser it in. Hold on.
Whoa.
All right, so it turns out that poop from seabirds is worth a lot of money.
Oh, really?
So poop from seagulls, pelicans, and penguins could be worth nearly $500 million annually. I guess they use it for research to raise awareness about the importance of seabirds
How
and
much,
conserving the
how much
habitats.
bird shit do you need to research bird shit?
All
I
right.
don't
So
know,
wait.
right?
Let's
Awareness?
think about
I'm
how they
pretty
got
aware.
started.
How much do I need to be aware of bird shit existing?
Did they just get a grant and start going up on the price? You know what I mean? Like, how did they get started researching poop? I want to do that. Just
What
get-
racket is this? Who's
Yeah.
like?
Well, I'm sure there's like
Who's in
there's like
charge?
Whose
there's, like,
brother
research
is
for
like
everything.
talking the gov into selling all this shit?
Yeah.
What are we looking at in the poop? What are we discovering? What are we
Yeah.
studying?
Yeah, why do we need so much?
Oh, they're
Well,
what are they
it's
looking at
edible
particularly? I'm
too.
not sure. This isn't really about like what they're
Oh.
like deep down studying.
Just that it's a
Let's
Let's go
market.
down
worth
that
so
rabbit
much
hole.
money.
I'm just kidding.
What a
Yeah.
racket! There's so much text about this bird poop. Wow, that is dank news, you guys.
Yeah, I guess they can probably get a lot of information about like the ecosystem that the birds live in
Yeah,
by
their
analyzing their
diets,
poop. Yeah, their diets.
global warming.
Yeah,
I got that too.
so
I don't know.
that probably helps.
The codex of all geological wisdom is
Yeah.
within their droppings.
We all came from penguins.
Their turds
I
are like
wish,
the
man.
rings of a great
Yeah.
oak. You see generations
The
of
redwood.
waterfowl history within the rings of the. You know when something half evaporates and there's like a toilet ring from like the
Yeah.
bird stain?
Yeah.
Basically my car right now.
You know my car? That.
Yeah, there should be maybe I don't know a story, alternate history of like what if humans evolved from different animals, and just go through all the different animals, but they end up looking kind of human.
Yeah.
But you know like
Animorphs.
they're evolved from penguins this time.
There's got to be some weird like 3D models of like that idea.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the
exist.
internet's a great place because of shit like that.
Is my car worth more now that it's got all that
Yes.
extra bird poop value all over it?
Yes.
Seabird poop.
Oh.
Seabirds
Mud's pooped
particularly.
on.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
Right. So who wants to go seabird poop harvesting?
Me.
Yeah, who wants to harvest from my
You took
car?
the words right out of my mouth.
Like, hey, you just like run around
Give
with
me a
like,
job if they're hiring. I don't
just
know.
like get a bag and follow like a group of seagulls around. Just running
Thank
underneath
you,
them.
thank you, thank you.
Got it.
Feed 'em
Yes.
grapes.
This is too much.
Poop
I have
scooper.
too much. My bag is breaking.
What if there's just like a whole poop market
Whoa.
for all different kinds of poop like no one knows about? A black
It's underground. Yeah,
black
poop
poop
market.
Oh shit, dude.
Black poop market.
Wow.
I'm sure it's on the
Just
internet.
I wonder why.
Oh, for fecal transplants, so you can get someone else's gut biome.
Oh
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Your biome is really important, I learned. Because that's like a control center for your control center.
It could like change your cravings. It could change
Your
like your
mood.
whole dietary problems and like intolerances can be solved. Mood,
Yeah.
tremendously. We should all be swapping poop. I heard you have to swap. I heard you have to like go far in there though. I heard it has to be like deep in poop that
Like-
gets swapped. Oh, you
yeah.
don't swap. I shouldn't say swap. You don't give the good poop person your bad poop. You don't trade.
Oh, okay. How do you get it to them?
I don't know. I want to know
It's kind of
because
like,
like
butt to butt?
I want a really good
I was
biome.
thinking butt to butt.
No, there's like a probe.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like that thing with like a loop at the end. It's like a
Uh-huh.
little, like a tiny butterfly net.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just like grab a chunk,
Yeah, I
extract
really,
it.
I
Well,
want
you
like
can
a,
wait till the poop's out.
I want a
Can't you?
pimp biome, you know?
Yeah. I want the best
The
biome.
fresh
They have
stuff.
to like sanitize. They have to like homogenize. They have to put it through like a process
Do
of
they?
like purify it and
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
then
sure,
do
yeah.
a
They do.
transplant.
I thought
Yeah.
they just had people that like this guy works out.
Like,
This
they just got
guy-
like a whole room of people just waiting to shit.
This guy
Yeah.
eats his weed.
Well, you get on a list. You're
Dude,
like,
you gotta hurry up. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go here.
well, bye, honey. I've got that Thursday appointment. You know
Yeah,
what
like
appointment?
giving plasma.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
pooping.
I donate my turds.
Yeah, I gotta go donate the turd.
But I
babe.
can't release them. They have to go get
Yeah.
young ones
You gotta hold it in
in
there.
there. Yeah,
Ew,
someone has to go take a young one out of there before it's aged enough.
There's
Yeah.
like,
we don't need old poop. All right.
There's actual
Sir.
like fecal transmission though, like super easy, like through like seats on the bus and like the gym, like.
Yeah, but that's that old
That's
poop.
free.
Yeah, that's why you got to get the
Free
young
poop.
stuff from deep inside.
It's that low vibration.
Because
poop.
by the time it's near the doorway, it's like the
Yeah,
food on the
it's
door of
already
the
aged.
fridge.
It's espresso. You know what I mean?
That's
Like-
the cheese gets
fucking-
greener when it's in the fridge door without the lid on it.
Yeah.
Because it gets all
Definitely.
wafts.
It has a half-life.
Very
Wow.
fast.
Yeah,
Very
if it's
fast
getting
half-life.
wafts of the outdoors, it spoils.
Yeah.
You want the
absolutely.
fresh stuff.
Yeah,
and you can't
like-
just eat it either. It has to be put in there.
Yeah, it needs to be mixed up with protein.
That's
whey
why
protein.
I don't go to the gym though. Is like I like the stationary bike and like
Lot of poop
those
there.
shorts are
Oh, yeah.
thin. When they're sweating and the
Yeah,
butt.
it smells like
stuff.
nuts a little bit.
It's
But-
still on the seat, and then you get on there, a little.
What if you just wore
transference.
thicker underwear?
There you go.
Yeah. No, Sandy wipes always. Sandy.
Yeah, if you go to like you should just wipe everything down at the gym all the time.
You used to just wipe everything all the time.
I generally wipe my butthole thoroughly in between machines.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Just
I go-
reach in there
every
and
time.
just freshen
Yeah,
up
not
the.
for the seat, for your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
for
like
me.
I got-
That's for me.
You want loose slacks so you can reach in there and
Human
really.
centipede. I was gonna say that. I
Freshen
was
up.
gonna say this human centipede way. We could
Hell
do it like
yeah,
that.
Erica.
Oh.
You know, like the best of the best at the front.
That's
Thank
the thing is you
Erica.
can't take it in from the front. It has to be put back in from the back too.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
rules to this.
There is.
Right.
You know, it's a science, guys. Come on. It's not.
Bro, I don't think you should wipe that down. All right, I'm trying to get a
Wait.
biome going. All right, bro.
Wait, I was working on that.
Well, so the gym there's these wipes like by the doorway.
I'd
So
hope
every time
so.
I go from one
Yeah.
machine to the other, I wipe the old machine down with my towel and I go to
Pocket
the
some of
doorway.
those.
I grab a fresh wipe, get my butthole really good, and drop it in the trash. Go onto the same machine.
Have you had a gym period where you go to the gym?
I've done it.
I haven't.
Like once
You
or
know, I
twice.
feel like that's like a life
There's been a
phase you go
couple
through. Like,
phases.
I feel like you go through like I'm gonna start working out, and you start working out. You're like,
I've been
this
doing
fucking
doorway
sucks.
push-ups.
Really?
Yeah, because you can do more of them and they're less
Push-ups or pull-ups?
push-ups in the doorway, like leaning at different parts of the doorway.
Oh.
So it's
Oh.
not as much weight I'm lifting, and I
Okay.
can do more of them then.
It's
Like
like, a
that.
And I can get different
standing
angles of the
girl one.
arms then.
Yeah.
Girl version.
Yeah.
Push-ups are good, man. When I used to work with that Bobby
Girl
guy,
exercises means
the
they're good.
carpenter. Yeah, push-ups are really good.
Yeah, so it's like a low pressure push up then.
It's even
And
better.
you can do them backwards too and get these backwardsy, muscles they're called.
Backwardsy
backwardsy
muscles.
ones,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got look at my backwardsies,
I'm working on my backwardsies.
All right. We got this. So this German dude made a
I just see you
working
shaking your head. No,
piano.
I don't even know what it is yet.
Now this is I have a question about this, but he basically turned about 10 bratwursts into a piano, a
Yeah, I
working
can tell you
piano
all about this.
that plays it looks like it plays MIDI notes, but what I suspect is there's someone just off camera just playing a piano and he's playing that's what it looks like.
That'd be so funny to fake this.
Dude, that'd be
it's
awesome.
like all off time and
It's like
stuff.
misdirection. It's like Piano Cat. Right?
Yeah. Well, 'cause
Piano cat.
Well, it looks like it only happens when he touches that thing to complete the circuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, was Piano Cat really playing? Or was
No, well,
There's a big conspiracy about that.
poor animal. You grab her shoulders and slapping the paws on the keys.
Oh my god.
It's
Animal
violent.
abuse.
Yeah, Piano Cat made me uncomfortable.
I'm a cute cat. Watch me dance.
So these sausages, it's just remember those lamps when we were kids that you'd touch the lamp?
Yeah.
And stuff?
I love
It's that
those.
same tech. It's you being an antenna. It's actually the same tech that's in your touchpad.
Why isn't that more intense? Oh, it is because it's a touchpad now.
Yeah, so like your touchpad on your laptop is a grid of antennas.
And
your body affects the way things tune in on those antennas. It's your capacitance. And that same thing happens when you touch these sausages. In fact, this time, you can see he's got his other hand on ground so that he's actually bringing, in this case, it's even more reliable than just relying on capacitance because he's actually dragging that pin further towards ground by the conductance of his body. Or her body. I don't see who's doing this. There might be a lady at the sausage
That's some
keys.
nerdy shit. I love it.
Yeah, the Arduino Uno entry-level microcontroller can do that out the box. Copy and paste code. It's a common project for beginners to do this with like fruit or bananas or melons, but rarely a meat.
This guy's on to something.
Yeah. Do a whole orchestra.
I want a beef guitar now.
Whole orchestra of
Ultra
sausages.
thick strings.
Beef guitar.
Bratwurst frets.
There's I'm concerned
Little
about
sausages for the tuning keys.
freshness. But
Little-
no, it's
little
like a
weenies.
birthday cake. That's what you guys are getting for your birthday cake. When you guys get married, that's what I'm getting you for your birthday cake. You know, your wedding birthday cake?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the dopest meat birthday cake for you guys.
Dope.
Yeah, that's.
It's like a giant meatloaf, basically.
Yeah, and like meat candles.
Wedding should be about the meat.
Yeah. Meat candles.
Celebrating. You guys are off the meat market.
Yeah.
Off.
I love it.
All right, should we do?
Whoa! It's already that time.
It's that last time.
This is a quick one, you guys. So don't not stay around.
Okay.
Hi, I'm always on the go, and I need the one thing to help me keep moving.
Zip Fizz.
That's right. It's an all-natural energy mix that comes in a tube. I can keep one in my pocket or my purse. So many great flavors such as fruit punch, grape, orange soda, plus no hard crash because there is no sugar, but it is loaded with B12. It's high on electrolytes. I just love it.
ZipFizz.com.
Hi, I'm Todd, a child of the 1970s and your host for K-Todd. It's my 70s radio show that plays the music from the me decade. We'll have lots of memories from those 10 great years with moments from TV and the movies. And your requests. Call me anytime and leave a request or a comment and you could be on the air at 1-315-665-1970. And stay tuned for the next fun look at the 70s on K-Todd.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, Medicaid, or have private insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. Managing your diabetes is crucial to your health. The new CGM can automatically and easily help you manage your diabetes more effectively. And by using a CGM, you can eliminate the one thing most people with diabetes dislike the most: finger sticks. Now you can automatically manage your diabetes and end the painful finger sticks. Solara Medical Supplies makes it simple for you to have a new CGM. We'll do all the insurance paperwork for you and deliver the newest in diabetic care technology right to your door. Take charge of your diabetes today with the help of a new continuous glucose monitor. Call now to learn more.
800-571-1651. 800-571-1651.
And we're back. Greasy Conversation on RadioVegas.rocks. Thanks so much for sticking around. We couldn't do it without you. We need you, droplets, to rain upon the squeaky wheels with your grease.
Tell someone.
Let the squeaky wheels get your grease. Spread it, proselytize like precious apostles.
Preach.
Don't keep it from your pets either, man.
Yeah,
Pets
dude,
love
let
it.
them.
Pets
yeah.
love it.
It's like NPR. This is your new NPR. Turn that shit off.
Yeah.
Donate your car.
You wait for that news to get dank, and then you get it from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the real cuts here. Real beef cuts.
Yeah, we've had enough time for it to be known fake by the time we talk about it.
Yeah. We're past conspiracies.
Hello.
Facts, bruh.
Facts,
Although I love conspiracies.
So do I.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we got this. Apparently, so we were talking about learning history earlier. So there was an event in 1952 in London called the Killer Fog.
Yeah.
A thick-ass fog rolled through,
Damn.
lasted for about 5 days. They called it, at the time they called it the Big Smoke. And after it lifted 5 days later, it had killed 4,000 people and left 150,000 other people ill in the hospital with like respiratory problems and shit.
Aliens?
Yeah, aliens using a lot of sulfates that are kind of toxic.
Salty aliens.
Yeah. In that form. So, yeah, just mystery solved. But
She
I always
never
love
had
like shit
children,
like this
here's
because I don't
why.
know. I don't
So-
know about shit like that.
So people died from the salty fog?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Wow. Oh, nitrogen dioxide was there. Oh, product of coal burning. Okay. I see where you're leading us. The culprit was mankind.
Yeah.
All right. I just have
Anyway.
As usual.
dramatic blurbs about that is all I got.
Oh yeah. So I always forget about this. Have you guys seen this new fucking Burger King commercial
No.
for their new
Did they outdo the mold? Remember the mold thing?
I don't remember
Everyone
that
was
one.
pissed off about it.
So
Yeah, it was a time lapse of the burger.
That's like 30
Because
days.
they were bragging that they took out all the preservatives or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
People were like,
and it's
"What
all
the
natural
fuck?
now,"
Why would
so
you do that?"
It was
So
actually
gross.
decaying like it should. You know?
I do not need to see the decayed burger to
Yeah.
work.
What they do this time? What burger?
well,
King?
because their new thing they're doing is they're trying to reduce. They're feeding the cows that they use for the beef.
They're feeding cows less cow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that they
nice.
produce less methane.
That's nice.
Because that's
Oh,
a
this is
major
about-
hassle or a major contributor to climate change.
So they've moved on from showing us their food rotten to talking about how their food involves farts, but less of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this video has, you guys remember that like viral video of
Yeah, all the pigs.
the yodeling kid in fucking Walmart?
No.
No.
So it was this like 10 or 11-year-old kid in
Oh.
Walmart. He was just like like doing some like country
Yeah.
style yodeling.
Okay.
And it's literally like just 3 minute. Let me. I want to make sure I'm muted. But it is just, it's really nutty, man.
Aw.
Are you showing the kid with the cows or a different thing?
Yeah, I'm just turning it up so I don't like,
Cowboy.
I don't bomb people with the volume. Yeah.
Stop.
It's like that. It's like that for 2 minutes, dog.
Methane
So-
when they do.
Yeah, it is a really weird, and
we
it's
got
like
some
kids singing about like farts in
Nice.
terms of
gosh.
like saving the environment.
I like that actually. I saw an Asian kid in that lineup. Like the little kids.
They like rescued all of it. Like Asians are represented. This is all logical now.
Dude,
It's out there. man.
Validated.
you guys should look more. I want to hear more about those. I forget what it's called. It's like a Chinese, like they're changing the year. Fucking last week tonight did a thing on it. It's like millions of Asian people that are also Islamic, and they're changing them from Islamic.
The
to,
Uyghurs.
Yes.
The Uyghurs
Thank you.
are
That shit's so intense to me.
Are completely forced into like second-class
new
citizenship.
Holocaust.
Yeah, the way the Uyghurs have been treated in China for generations is nightmarish. They are
This has been going
like
on for a while. Okay.
a racially discriminated group of people.
The caste system. at the bottom.
Yeah, like what's institutionally, they're Chinese Muslims, and they don't look like the Han Chinese that everyone else does in China, and they're
So they go to camps.
persecuted unbelievably.
It's insane though the amount of people and it's like jail.
Yeah, it's
you
been
know?
happening for a while too. It's been escalating. I think we
Dude.
talked about the Uyghurs like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, it was
bad
early
time
on.
to brag. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Nice, dude. Yeah, you covered it already.
Scooped
Sweet.
it. Oh,
But dude,
we talked about that Holocaust already. New Holocaust. We're over that one.
No,
already.
but for real, man, like
But yeah,
someone said
awareness for
outside-
reals. It's a thing. I don't know what to do about it, but
It's fucked. Yeah.
awareness.
People are gonna start. Everything's gonna fall down, or I don't know, dude.
Well,
Someone
there's
outside
never
said
been
Rome is
less
burning.
than that. That's
Huh?
the thing is like there's never been like more peace on the earth, as awful things as are,
Really?
but there's never been more people either. So
Yeah,
it's
there's never been more media
it's
either.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, when that's all well and good, that's like a good thing to remind. But I have to remind myself that there's still problems that need solved, and it's okay to like,
It's okay to focus on my life too.
yeah, talk about them. I mean, just like, you know,
Awareness.
socially,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Dude, it's
All
crazy.
right.
It's a crazy world.
We got, all right, normally, who cares about Shark Week?
Why
Right?
do I feel like every time it's Shark Week?
In high
it's like,
school, I
don't
did.
know, I get like
Yeah, when
I
it
get
was like first
ooh.
coming out.
Yeah,
It's
like,
about to be Shark Week again.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. A Shark Week already? I
It's
don't
like-
even know
Yeah,
what
I
it
don't
is.
even have a costume.
I like want to be excited about Shark Week, but I never am, you know?
Do we
Like
have
Shark Week.
new information though about sharks? Like, or
Well,
do
you
they
gotta-
keep saying the same?
I don't
thing?
think so.
You gotta
It doesn't
tune in.
seem like it.
You gotta tune in.
But
I mean,
one,
none of them are walking on land yet. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
We're
where's this
waiting.
We're
going?
cool.
Season 2.
So one of the programs that's airing is Tyson versus Jaws, Rumble on the Reef, and it's Tyson going head to head with a black tip reef shark.
Is this shark
apparently.
fighting?
Wow.
How punching?
I don't know how it's gonna work, man. That's what I'm curious. I'm gonna watch it.
Can
Shark
you
or
legally
what?
punch the shark?
Oh,
Karate.
human.
Can the shark can karate chop with his fins or her fins.
Right? Because if you're underwater, you're just gonna be punching hella slow. Even if you're Mike Tyson,
Hella slow.
just
Yeah.
No
fucking
force.
slow mo, dog.
I hate how
I
slow
love
I punch
hammerhead
underwater.
sharks.
Me
Those
too.
are
I
so
practice
dope.
every
Yeah,
day.
that's our
Heck yeah.
buddy.
It's a hammerhead boy.
That's my biggest problem with underwater fighting is how slow my punches are.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
run into
kicks
that
as
problem?
well.
Yeah.
And headbutting doesn't work.
Yeah.
No, none of
I
it.
try to headbutt underwater to like strengthen that.
Apparently, there's
My
also
neck hurts
there's
also,
also a
really.
show with Shaq.
Yeah.
Like-
Shazam. No.
What?
Shazam. I don't know what the fuck.
That's his name too, right?
Classic,
Shazam,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, that movie's
I
a
don't know why I
classic.
said that. Yeah.
Holds up, man. Everyone should watch it right now. You
Oh,
won't.
Shazam!
Yeah.
You won't.
Okay.
You won't be disappointed.
No.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
Shark Week.
What's the
they're
Shaq movie?
reaching here for shark material. They're really like.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
Wait,
no, wait.
what's about
Stretching
this
it.
Pepperidge Farm news?
What's up with that? What?
Oh no, because there's that Pepperidge Farm.
Change your
Remembers?
memory
Oh.
of buildings like the ancient Greeks? Is that just an ad?
So, ancient Greeks had. Is this where you make the memory mansion and you just think about
Yeah,
yourself as a
it talks
place?
about a few different
Way of
like
thinking?
things that like memory people who compete in those memory contests.
Oh yeah, that shit's nuts, dude.
Yeah, there was a cool documentary on Netflix. I don't know if it's still there,
There's
but
like monkeys, right?
Oh, it
There's,
is
like,
that.
monkeys
I
that
guessed right.
do weird.
They call it loci training.
Yeah, Palace
Latin
of
for
Loci.
places.
yeah.
So it is that thing where you make like a location in your mind and you put all the objects you're trying to remember in that location and then walk through the location. It's like a...
What the fuck? It's
Yeah.
like a meditation thing?
Yeah, have you ever heard of this, Brian?
No.
Like, so one example is the memory mansion where to remember
I make a place.
a bunch of things, you make it all relate to like the front door and then the entryway and then
That's what I need to do
you make
with
up an
my-
imaginary place
Yeah.
that all that stuff is in.
Well, there's
that.
another level that this is like the hardcore shit, right? So for every 3-digit number combination, so from 100 to 999, for each one, you attach that number to a picture in your mind. And then so to remember like long numbers in your memory palace, you would put like a bunch of those things in one room, and that could be like a 100-digit number or something, you know?
So you
how
make
it works with numbers is amazing.
This is
I don't
the
even
premise
believe that.
of that one movie, Dreamcatcher.
Oh.
Anybody?
No, I've never heard of it.
Ben Affleck.
I've heard of
It's
it.
based on Stephen King.
I
Yeah,
am
he
Duddits.
he has like the memory warehouse, and he has to like
Oh,
take
yeah.
things out to physically take them out to put more in
That's
there.
dope.
I've
always
And there's aliens.
Oh,
I've always had this like idea where I want to take something. I wanted it to be a performance piece. And you take something out of your mind that like you have a grudge against or you secretly hold, and you place it in a black napkin, and then you dig a hole and you bury it, and that's it. Like grudge be gone. Like, but I don't know. Have a bunch of people do it. I don't know. I think I want to do it myself. I've
Like
been very
that
confused on
Mr.
how to.
Rogers episode where the goldfish died and like all the music stops and he buries it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably
remember that.
exactly like that.
That's traumatizing.
I like
good.
I like
It's a
that
good
idea,
episode.
Brian. I would go one step further and have like you have to take one of those hooks and like dig a
Yeah.
chunk of your brain out.
I like that. You know, so you feel it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta be
Like
real,
Total
man.
Recall.
gotta
You gotta
be real.
suffer.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not real anymore, man.
You have to suffer.
There's this cool radar thing. Shout out to Radar Performance Art. They do like videos now because of social distancing. But man, they get weird there. They rent out a warehouse. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Radar, like Brent Holmes and all these like Meow Wolf people do it. Like
Oh,
Las
that's cool.
Vegas Weekly people are all there. It's weird. It's a cool group, and they all just do weird performance art. Like Clarice Terra, she's amazing. She's gonna.
What's some of the performance art like? What does she do?
Well, the one that was the grand finale was Clarice Terra, and she's a little thing downtown, man. She's everywhere. She's doing work. She's hustling, and she it's hard to say, man. It was like a feminine kind of deal where she took out. She just said no over and over and over. Said no, no. She went to this place in her head. She said no, 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 and started taking off all her clothes. And by the end, she was completely naked in a room in a warehouse full of people at the very end of the show lineup. And just no, no, no. It's my. And at the very end, she calmed down. And went, it's my body, my choice, some shit. But it was very, very captivating. Very, very traumatizing.
The dialogue seems negative.
She took you there. I like that though. I like that because she's doing what I want to do. You're getting it out. You're actually cathartically like, and the room was fucking. She had the attention. I really like that place. I've only gone 2 times. I fucked up. I signed up, and I was like, "What am I gonna do?" I didn't know what I was gonna do, so I like went up there. And I was like talking to myself. I don't know what I was saying. I started writing on the wall with a pencil. I didn't come prepared. I just signed up. Like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm really nervous.
Did they let you write on a wall?
Yeah, well, here's this twist. Afterwards, I got in trouble for not cleaning it up because I was just like, I wrote on the wall. You guys do weird shit. I saw this guy throw a bunch of cereal everywhere. So what's the big deal? But I kind of got like this low key banned. They were like, who the fuck is that guy? That just mumbled a bunch of shit
remember
at the
we
wall.
made out for the first time there when you took me
At Radar?
to Radar? Yeah. I don't remember. You wanted to smoke in the car. Yeah, we made out. That
Sounds
was
about
for
right.
the first time, and it started our little journey.
Damn.
Nice. Some
That's
nostalgia.
awesome. That's hot. No, for real, that's cool. You know, like, I have a lot of memories that I won't remember because I'm always worrying about shit, and that's really sad. You know, there's a lot of stuff to be proud of. But anyways, like that's it. That sounds
But
like a
that
cool
one
moment.
was
I don't
cool
remember.
because Dan Hernandez of Unfair
Yeah,
Fight,
what did he
local
do?
band Unfair Fight, he set up. He was like roadie, and he like set up the stage, and then
Oh, yeah.
immediately
he had like band
tore
stickers and
down.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this performance art had like stickers, and he handed out stickers. I forget like the thing, but he
Cool.
set up a. Dude, you gotta be there. You can't explain the performance art.
Yeah,
It
a
was
lot of
weird.
set up the whole stage, and then he tore
Weird.
it down by himself, like as.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
love
that. That
hard
sounds
steer
fun.
this into a plug for this show like I always
Yeah,
do and say that
absolutely.
we've got stickers in the mail right now?
Dude, do
Oh,
you?
nice.
So hit us up for fresh stickers with the new logo. I'll hook you up.
Honestly, I have been doing that with people, like going in and giving me my address to get stickers, and I love it. It's like a little
I love
surprise.
Getting stickers around there.
Go to the mail, like
We do it
expect
for-
some bills. No,
it was
just
about
a
the
sticker.
stickers first.
Yeah.
Before anything else was under this name, it was
was.
the excitement about the stickers.
The green car, right?
It started with a red
Nail
nail
polish.
spill, the nail polish
Yeah.
spill, yeah. Greg's idea, kudos.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Dude, I remember that era. That was a crazy era.
Yeah.
I just say I'm stuck there. If I was stuck anywhere, I'm stuck in that era. Where
You think?
Yeah, something split. The band stopped. I started getting annoyed.
You've done a lot of
Split.
painting and stuff since then. though.
Yeah, I haven't accepted that. It's
Mm.
weird. I bring it up every 20 minutes on this show, but I really just haven't.
A lot of those things you painted, you actually did paint them.
Yeah, I know. I look back. She takes like professional pictures of them. Like, holy shit, I did that one. Dude, that one's pretty cool too. You know what I mean? I forget. I truly forget.
And like this is
Songs,
kind of a thing because like seeing Brian post his stuff on Facebook. Like I creep on Facebook. I don't use Facebook. Like I don't ever post anything. I just creep.
Yeah.
And but seeing you post your art all the time like actually got me back into doing art when I wasn't doing it, when I was just like, oh, I want to do art, you know?
Yeah.
So keep posting it. And anyone like who does shit, just put it out there, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that sentiment more than you will ever know because, dude.
Can't win if you don't play.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just got to play and you got to get up and do art like you just said.
Like
for
that,
me,
just
it's
show
hard.
up. It's hard enough just to show up. Like, you know,
I
it's
feel
one
like I
thing.
have a true voice to say something.
It's
Anyway.
one thing to do your best, and it's one thing to do everything better. It's one thing to do it better than anyone's ever done before. But like, it's another thing like you do better than all people just like showing up.
Yeah, just doing it at all.
Dude, my stepdad says like the ones who don't show are the first to go, and rightfully so. That's for work, but
Yeah.
still, even in life, if you don't show up, if you take a day off every week,
Or like
you know,
some
work.
of the most famous musicians are like the most prolific who just have so much shit out there.
Yeah, it's hard not to get noticed. Like
But-
Kevin Kilfeather.
But like they have a ton
Yeah.
of music and like, you know, the whole catalog's not going to be
Yeah.
great. But like they probably have like
Glimmers.
3 times as much shit that was like bad before they started
Yeah.
making shit.
Dude, there's
that
a lot
they
of
were proud
rappers.
of, you know.
There's this guy, the God Fahim, and man, he is dope. It's all like positive rap, but he's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not cheesy positive. He's all cool about it.
A lot of good
I like it.
recommendations this episode.
Dude, the
Yeah.
God Fahim, and
God Fahim. I've been getting back into hip hop lately.
Makami. They're hard to spell, hard to remember, but the God Fahim is sick. He's with DJ Muggs. Philet taught me all this shit. Like,
Cool.
Dope.
Yeah,
shout out to
holla Filet.
Yeah. Dude, I was supposed
Holla.
to have this podcast after this, and I was supposed to use a song we did together called Medicate.
It'll happen.
It will. But, you know, I just got to... I didn't tell him it's not happening. I feel bad. I'll let him know that it's next week.
It's happening in the way that it happens,
Yeah.
as it shall.
Exactly, was. Everything happens as it should.
Or like things that happen, they do eventually. At some point, they will have happened.
Yeah. I just got to calm the fuck down.
And you can make
Breathe a little
reasons
bit.
after they've happened for why they happened.
You can
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of do stuff until you look back and go, oh, that happened.
Well, it turns
I think
out-
that's the best way.
Yeah.
When I look at something, I'm like, there's all these steps. How is this going to become this thing? I think about the wood
Yeah.
carver asked,
Starting
like,
first.
how he carves a bear, and saying, I just carved away the stuff that wasn't bear. I just kept chipping away stuff that wasn't bear.
She started
just
looking
keep chipping
at,
away.
She has a really mechanical mind. She started looking up like sculpture videos on YouTube. And
If you
kinda
take
into
like
it, low-key.
one step towards a goal a day,
oh my god,
then
in a year you're killing it.
yeah,
365 steps into the goal.
Yeah, like I started trying to read more.
Yeah.
And
Because you're in quarantine or you're,
yeah, I'm
you're
like I'm going crazy.
Yeah, your shit's gone
so
off.
I just do like where I read 1 chapter a day. Like
That's sick.
that's my minimum. And like if I don't feel it,
Sometimes you get into it though.
yeah, and I often do. Like that's not
you
that
gotta
much.
take the first step.
Yeah, but like just even if your deal with yourself is like do it for 5 minutes, you'll often like once you get started, you're like, oh, this is cool now.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm
So-
chilling. Yeah, I'm still like this. You know, I was tired today, man. I didn't rest a lot yesterday. It was hot at work, no AC. I'm in a tower doing tile. And then, you know, I'm here and I feel good about it. And I was tired before.
Exactly.
How am I going to do this? But I'm here.
yeah. It takes
goes
a
on.
thing like there's a realization that you have to come to that like just because you're excited about something that's worth doing perpetually doesn't mean that you'll stay as excited about it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like that relationships too. There's a honeymoon phase,
Oh,
but when
yeah.
you're aware that there's a honeymoon phase and a discovery phase, and then there's like
There's lulls.
then you can like hunt back on the honeymoon and like go back into discovery mode. And when you talk yourself into doing something anyway because you used to like doing it, you often remember why you used to like doing it.
Yeah. You said like a honeymoon phase or discovery mode. I feel like me and Tiffany went to a birthing class yesterday and like what to expect during it and like blah blah. It was really cool. Like, I thought of her body as a whole new thing, you know, like, and it's a rediscovery thing. and it's a nurturing of something I have currently going on. Like, that's a goal right there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Same shit. Love it, babe.
Thanks for coming with me.
No problem. That was dope.
That was great.
Yeah, dude, this dad shit's crazy already. I'm just kidding. I'm just shit. Man, I'm stressed out. No, I'm just joking. Human
Alright, should we
centipede
do?
class
Should we do one last?
Yeah.
Quick something. I guess we'll do. Yeah. Let's do old dumb neck.
Oh God, I'm just kidding.
So apparently there was this like, not well understood fossil of a Triassic reptile that had a long ass neck, probably like 3-meter neck. But they thought it was a land
That's dope.
reptile for
Like-
all, and they're like, how can a land lizard have a giant fucking neck like that? It just no, he was just
It's like
ocean
Horizon
lizard.
Zero Dawn. Horizon
Just ocean lizard.
Really?
Yeah.
Leopleurodon.
Yeah, it's an eel, right? That's not just his neck, that's the body, right?
No, he does have a little body.
It's a Leopleurodon.
There's a little body and arms and legs at the bottom.
Charlie.
But it's like mostly neck, and then at the very end, so just imagine like a long ass snake. But at the very end, he's like, "Oh, I decided to grow like arms and legs now."
Nice.
But only like
It's kind of like
quarter
a
of
mini
the way.
Nessie.
Weird.
Yeah.
Mini Loch Ness.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, Loch Ness monster. I
The
used to be pretty
little
into that
body
idea.
and then whole neck.
I
was
wish.
young.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
love that
sure
when I was a
there
kid.
was one
Very
at one
funny.
point, but it died, right?
Totally could have been, yeah.
Killed it. Moby Dick, dog.
Dude, if
See, I like going
look up,
through. Yeah.
look up who the guy who's in charge of the actual like Nessie. There's a organization that is like looks for Nessie full time. That's what they do. Just look up the dude. I can't remember his name, but just look up fucking Nessie Hunter or some shit.
The guy in charge of Loch Ness Project has an epic beard.
Yeah, there, he's even got an article about it, dude.
That's the headline of this article. Is his beard.
Right?
That's the media today. This guy's beard, but his life's work.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
His beard could be verified.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
life work. Get
His
the
beard
fuck
is
out.
real, yeah.
Yeah, you can verify that beard.
What, like,
Picture nothing.
dude, like a year from now, he just like takes it off.
He's like, psych.
Psych.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he looks like you
Gosh,
trust
y'all.
him. He looks trustworthy.
I no
Y'all are
longer trust
idiots.
your authority without that beard.
I don't know about this guy. Yeah.
Right.
Where's his Where's your beard, sir? I need you to show me your
So
badge.
we found the fastest black hole of all time.
Fattest black hole.
Oh, okay.
I was
The
like,
fastest growing region of space-time breaks.
why aren't we
records.
sucked in yet? Because
There's a
it's
lot-
like
there's a lot of
way.
space.
It's far away and
Okay.
from the past.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a-
from
Yeah,
the past.
it's just really massive.
and then there's
and,
a time-space continuum.
By
I
the
just like
time
that
its
word. I
light
don't
gets
really
to you, it
understand
happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's some. I'm not even gonna.
That's why it's hard to visit aliens.
Yeah.
Because they're in a different time and space.
Well, it's so far away that
fabric.
like. Yeah, I didn't realize. It's like
They just
it's
don't
really. I think this is.
Well,
But if we left now, and like a ship that could travel the speed of light, it would still take, you know, like
Years.
yeah, hundreds of years to get to the next Earth-like planet.
there's
Yeah.
also that technology though, like the alien technology where they've built around a planet that it can no longer be detected. It's
A
like
Dyson sphere.
it's like.
But that's been like
so
thought to
they're
be
out
really
there, but we just can't
impractical.
detect them.
But the amount of matter to surround a star that would make the star undetectable is a little bit
Why would they do
far-fetched.
that?
A mesh at best, and the star would still shine through the mesh.
They
So you
want
get all
privacy.
of the energy from the star, all of it.
There's so many
Privacy.
satellites too. Privacy.
I feel like that star's got extra energy. We don't really need all
Why
of
do we
it.
have a space force now?
Why do we have an air force?
Space force is okay.
Sometimes
Got
there's
me.
nasty
Got
stuff
me.
in the sky. I gotta knock it
We're
down.
dude, we're getting into some weird shit.
I
with
feel like
space
there's a
and the way
protection
that
aspect
economy-
that's logical with that.
I guess so.
I
It's
mean,
just like
if Space Force,
defense. When
if
do
Space
we?
Force is the first step to Star Trek,
I'm into it.
fucking
Sign me
there,
up.
man.
Yeah.
There.
I'll
Yeah,
wait
it's a
hundreds of
it
years.
can be looked at as a means to an end too.
Like
for sure.
Fallout 4, we could just like cryogenically freeze ourselves and then be at the next.
I'm
planet.
doing it.
There you
Damn
go.
it!
Right now.
Fallout. Those buildings aren't where they are in real life. The whole video game franchise is discredited.
Where? I love
It
Fallout.
sucks.
My disc ain't working on it.
Do you guys have any last send-outs to the constituents?
No. Shout out to Phil A. It's been on my mind a lot lately, dude. And he had a heart attack.
No,
recently.
I don't know that. Oh.
I want to send him some stuff to help or smoke him out. But
He's so young. I want to know what happened.
so do I. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's the reason we got our dog. Like, Filet is really special, but it was like a short I hung out with him for a short time. We accomplished a lot.
Amazing
And now
musician.
yeah, he really is, dude. For Hassan, for his own stuff, Slump
Yeah,
Lords.
top shelf beats.
Amino is like my favorite local rapper now. And 86ers are doing some stuff. That's,
I know
Late
him
for
from
Dinner.
his work with Late for Dinner, yeah.
Yeah, Amino is fucking sick, dog. Like,
Cool.
he's in everything, and he has such a unique personality. Anyways, yeah, shout out to them.
Shout
out to hip hop. Yeah. Hip hop forever.
Thank you so much.
And then hopefully we have a thing going, a little podcast.
Yeah, next week. See what happens, guys.
Yeah. GreasyConversation.com is where you'll find everything going on with the beginning of Brian Gibson and Tiffany Salerno's podcast, Dirty Window.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah,
Dirty window.
I was so
The
comfortable
dirty
earlier.
look
I
inside.
thought I was remembering it wrong for a second.
Nah, dude, you got it right.
You get through it. And so stay tuned to RadioVegas.rocks or head over there if you're on the video feed to enjoy Kevin and the Grungy Faucet. An awesome show with grunge era songs, album tracks that will take you back to those good old days.
Dude, I want to hear that, actually. I'm going to tune into that.
It's a fabulous show.
All right,
and we'll
cool.
see you next week.
This is all you've done.
I love you guys.